Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cobra Cast IRL. I am your host. Are doing well tonight. I hope you're having a great night. Maybe you watched the Super Bowl, maybe you didn't, but it doesn't matter because we're all here right now and we're going to grift. We're going to have fun. We're going to laugh. We're going to make fun of Tim Pool. We're going to make fun of Eliza Bleu. We're going to make fun of Shane Cashman, but we're also going to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about because you made this show. This was just a meme. And now it's turned into a legitimate show where I feel like I have to go live every day to talk to all of you because you've just enjoyed it so much. And I love it. I'm excited. I think about it all the fucking time now. Like, I can't wait to do a Cobra Cast IRL. And it's because of you, because of the memes, because of the jokes, because of the interactions. It's amazing. And I love it. I see my boy Memology 101 here in the chat, the greatest YouTuber on the planet. How you doing, man? Glad you got your channel situation squared away. Meme is great. Memology is a legend. But yeah, so it's been wild, man. This show, again, I just wanted to create a stupid meme to make fun of Tim Pool for a night. And that first episode was such a ridiculous response. Here we are. And I guess it's just going to be my new show here on D-Day Cobra. So congratulations, audience. You all made this happen. The chat is always the best part of every single show. We got a few people in here. We got Agent X, $2 says, can't stay tonight, but I wanted to send some love. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Back Goat says, grift away. Avery Johnson, bro, please God, watch Eliza Bleu on TimCast Parody. If you hasn't, it's by Mike Harlow. Let's do it. We can line that one up. I got a couple of videos we're going to react to tonight. Jonathan Bordeaux, NFL refs costing a team a Super Bowl. Me as a Saints fan, first time. Yeah, that was complete bullshit. That was complete bullshit. It was unbelievable. Adam Kreeler says he is sad that you haven't invited him onto your IRL show. I have already invited him. I did it tonight after I saw some of you telling me that. And I had talked to him previously about this. Not like, well, I just told him, like, I bet you're having fun watching this whole thing go down. So yeah, Adam, I'm going to get Adam on the show very soon. It could happen tonight. It could happen tonight for all you know. You're just going to have to stick around. Again, I don't have him confirmed yet. I did send him a message and just say, hey, if you're free, but I know he has a show with Gary from Nerdrotic and Quarter Black Garrett, so I'm not sure if he'll have time tonight. But we will see. Hayden, the Bruce Wayne of Geeks and Gamers. Got my popcorn and M&Ms. What are we talking about tonight? Hail, Jeremy. Hail, chat. I didn't bother with the Super Bowl. Now Sydney Watson filed a lawsuit against the Blaze, and it looks like she's a lefty when you read it. Haven't read it yet. I do know Sydney. At least I've spoken with her on a few occasions, and I enjoyed my interactions with her, but I have not looked into this deal yet, so we will see. For demo purposes only, stupid joke for you. Why do they hold Pride Month in June? Because Pride goeth before the fall. Thank you. Memology. Thanks for sharing my issues when I got hacked, Mr. Cobra. Always, my friend. I always got your back. I've always appreciated you looking out for me and looking out for my friends. I'm always going to look out for you, man. So I've been hacked before by my own stupidity. Many of you may or may not remember that, but yeah, the main Geeks and Gamers channel got hacked several years ago. As the channel was growing, I got caught up in a phishing scam. And I didn't know any better. I was fairly new to the YouTube game, so getting emails like that was a overwhelming thing. And it just happened. I thought I was clicking a link to sign into my own account, but the way that they masked it, they made it look like it was my account that I had to confirm, and it was just a bogus account that was very well done. And yeah, I lost. So basically what they did is they took my AdSense and they rerouted my AdSense number. That's the only thing they changed. But I didn't know that. So when the pay for AdSense came in the next month, it routed to their bank, not mine. And it was catastrophic because I thought I was done. YouTube, I couldn't get YouTube back involved. Finally, after about 2 months of screaming at YouTube and screaming, I finally got a real person from YouTube to respond to me, and they understood the severity of the situation. But it was the most stressful few months I had ever had. So I know what Memology was going through. And so anytime I can help, bro, because I know you're always gonna have my back too. So Hazel Eyes, did you enjoy the woke ads and the two of your gal Bree? Hey, Bree, my sweet Bree. I know things are difficult, Bree, because I've kind of moved on from you as my clickbait queen to Tim Pool, and Tim Pool is now my clickbait queen. But I think that there's a time for us to reconnect at some point, Bree. But Tim Pool is just too good for the algorithm right now. I'm gonna have to cast you aside. But one day we'll be back together, Bree. One day we will be back together. And yeah, you guys are just pouring in. Thank you guys so much. I see Thomas Gilkey. Much love, brother. Thank you for all the love and support you've shown me. Geeks and Gamers for Life. Geeks and Gamers for Life right back at you, buddy. Appreciate that. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. Yes, the whole show will not be centered around Tim Pool and Eliza Bleu, but that's the hook right now. That's what this is all about, memeing on Tim Pool. It's a couple of people asked me, they're like, are you going to keep the IRL, Cobra Cast IRL? I mean, I think that as the show grows, I think that might be a little too on the nose. I don't know. But you know what? As long as he keeps making mistakes like he has, especially what he did today with deleting that entire account, it's unbelievable that he did that. It's truly unbelievable that the entire article is done and they blamed the audience. And we're going to go through all of that. They blamed the audience. Holy shit. What did I say a few days ago? I said Tim Pool is basically the mainstream. That's what I said. Now he's deleting articles from his website after he said that it was a bot campaign. That's a mainstream talking point. So after he says it's a bot campaign, then what? Then what? He deletes the article and blames you. It's your fault, audience. You did this. It's amazing. It is amazing that he just continues to do this. But that's why I don't feel bad about it. I don't think I'm going after a fellow YouTuber. I think I'm going after a mainstream media entity that decided to dismiss criticism or valid concerns as bots, as a PR campaign. And now we have this person removing the article and then blaming the audience. It's wild. It's really, really wild. So anyway, it's gonna be a wild one for sure, and we're gonna keep following it, man. As long as there's content through this, I'm gonna talk about it. And I understand that there's some people out there that are fans of Tim Pool, and that's totally fine. You are welcome to be a fan of him, a fan of his show, a fan of whatever. I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong for that. Unlike him, I'm not drawing lines in the sand because I believe individuals have the right to support whoever they want to support, and they don't have to answer to me. I don't give you some set of rules to say you can only support me if you don't watch these YouTube channels, but if you watch these YouTube channels, I don't want your business. I don't want your money. That's what he said. I want your money no matter who you watch. I want your money no matter what you believe, who you fuck, whatever it is. Doesn't mean you have to give me your money. You don't owe me anything. I owe you. I owe you to give you an entertaining show, an entertaining product with Geeks and Gamers. If you want to support me through the Geeks and Gamers side, or if you're going to support me here as an individual, or if you're going to support me on all the other channels we have, I have to give you a good reason to support me. And then you choose. Maybe you will support me financially. Maybe you won't. You're not authorized to do anything that you don't want to do. And you'll never have to say, well, because Tim said, if you're subscribed to the Quartering or Brittany Venti or the Young Turks, I don't want you on my channel. That's what he said. What the fuck is wrong with you? How is that a winning strategy in any capacity? How has that ever worked for anyone? How? How is that a winning formula? It's amazing. It's a terrible formula in any capacity to tell your audience that you're going to give them a test. Here's the test. If you're subscribed to these channels, I don't want you here. It's amazing to me. It's amazing. So anyway, It is what it is. So I want to show you guys a video from a channel that I've met this guy. He's a great guy, and so his name's Legal Mindset, and I want to show you a little video he did, because as this story continues to get crazier and crazier, I didn't know about this whole thing called, what is it called? I didn't know this whole Gangstalker theory. I didn't even know what this was, but apparently the Gangstalker theory was the thing that was behind people like me and our criticism. I didn't even know what this was, because I've been so wrapped up in the actual facts of Eliza Bleu and Tim Pool and Shane Cashman. But the Gangstalker theory, apparently that was from part 3 of the article. Now, I didn't read part 3 because Tug, that umbrella guy who was on the first episode of Cobra Cast IRL, he told me that I need to read through this article live and react to it live. So I didn't actually go through it. I was planning on doing it on a live stream, and then it got taken down. And so I didn't even know about this. So let's just get this party started real quick. And I appreciate you guys. You guys are still dropping insane super chats. Thank you so much. Gunny Z says, keep speaking the truth, young man. That's right. I said young man. I'm so old. I poot dust. Thank you so much. Hayden says, I canceled my TimCast membership over this. I don't always agree with him, but I think he's a good at bringing news up and to attention. Now I'm just a Geeks and Ears premium on the website. Well, thank you, Hayden. And again, I'm never going to ask anybody, and I know Hayden's not saying this at all. Hayden's been a mega supporter, but I'll never ask you or tell you that you should cancel your membership from anywhere. Never going to happen. I think Tim Pool, generally speaking, does a fantastic job at delivering the news. And I think that that's why he's popular. I don't think he's popular because he has an overly entertaining personality. I don't think that he's popular because he's particularly engaging. I just think that he's good at building the structure and the foundation to deliver news. He's great at it. He's phenomenal at it. And I think that he still will be good at it. I don't think that this whole situation affects his ability to do his job, generally speaking, but for him to go to the next level as to what he has wanted to become, this trustworthy media entity, I think that has called into the credibility of, you could question his credibility at this point, but I don't think it affects his ability to do the job that he's done for what the majority of the people that follow him for. I really don't. And so, you know, that has got to be, you know, established out there for sure. And so, yeah, someone asked me really quick, and this is an important topic, so I got to cover this one. Mavdick96 says, should I watch Sons of Anarchy or Cobra Kai first? This is a very good question because I love both of these series. It depends on what type of mood you're into, because with Sons of Anarchy is a little more heavy-handed, and you're obviously looking at an hour-long episode, longer seasons, longer to digest, whereas Cobra Kai is a lot easier to digest and it's a lot lighter. Both of them are fantastic for different reasons. I personally, I would recommend probably Sons of Anarchy, honestly, right? Just if without knowing the details of you know what you have going on, I think Sons of Anarchy is just phenomenal. I also think Cobra Kai is. I think they're equally great, but Sons of Anarchy is just so good and so powerful, and it's got a brotherhood element to it with you know, with the club and everything like that. I absolutely love it. And so what I would say is get through Sons as quick as you can, and maybe just binge Cobra Kai maybe a month or two before the last season comes out, because the next season is set to come out, I think, is it late this year? And these are 20-30 minute episodes, so you can run through those 5 seasons no problem. But Sons of Anarchy is fantastic, so I would highly recommend that one. Okay, so Legal Mindset had this video, and it's a really good breakdown of something I wasn't even aware of. Okay, so I wasn't even aware of this. All right, But this is the part 3, and we're gonna let him, and I'm gonna leave a link to his channel. So if you guys want to subscribe to Legal Mindset, he's a great guy, does great stuff. But listen to some of this, and I wanted to talk about it a little bit. So here we go.
There are people that have been trying to say this is all an op.
I hope I shared my audio.
And why? And I want to get into that. I don't think anybody else has got into, why they brought up the Gangstalker. I called it. I called this last week. I said, here's the Gangstalker theory before they called it the Gangstalker. So what is this? So this is Cashman's third article. We didn't know they were going to do a third article. In fact, they weren't supposed to do a third article. I think they were supposed to cut it. They just did this because everybody called it a puff piece. Everybody called it a puff piece.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's all it was a puff piece.
And that's all it was ever going to be. It was only going to be a puff piece. Because we watched him in studio with Eliza Bleu. We watched Shane Cashman sit there with Eliza Bleu. And to Tim's credit, Tim looked a little kind of disgusted by how they were fawning over each other, because Eliza and Shane Cashman were fawning over each other. It was cringe beyond belief. And I'll show that clip here in just a little while. It was pathetic to watch that. It was pathetic.
So what is going on with the Gangstalker? So the whole thing is, they have this theory that the whole thing is a psyop, and it's a psyop to get at Elon Musk. That's right. They believe this is a psyop to get at Elon Musk. So they are trying to protect Elon.
So now, that makes me ask the question: was that the root of him not wanting to cover this story? Was it less about Eliza and more about Elon? And again, I'm just asking that question because I didn't read the entirety of this third piece. But was this less about protecting Eliza and more about staying in the good graces of Elon Musk? That's an interesting way to look at this, because you look at it and you're like, why would Tim be so protective of Eliza Bleu, which we don't have anything to show us any connections with Tim and why he would really care about Eliza Bleu. But Elon, he would definitely want to be connected to Elon.
So they say it's a coordinated hit job, orchestrated hate, and everyone brought into it. So saying that we are all part of this. We're all getting paid. We're all part of this. We've all been tricked by this. We've all been, scammed by this. He believes the entire thing was manufactured. And it all started with a man we'll call the Gangstalker. So here it is. I mentioned this.
I have made I don't know how many fucking videos on this Eliza Bleu Elon Musk situation at this point. I've made a lot, okay? To the point where people are like, you're obsessed with Tim Pool, yada, yada, yada. Like, I've made a lot. I didn't even know who this fucking Gangstalker person was until last night when I saw Legal Mindset's video on it. Now, I'd heard people mention like something out there, but I didn't know what it was. I had no idea. And so to that point, and there was a big $50 super chat. I got to get this big 50. Let me let's see. Here we go. Fubar says, still waiting for you and the other creators to spend as much time calling out Snake Sydney Watson lawsuit and the quartering simping her as you have spent about Tim Pool. I don't even like Tim, but this is female drama at this point. So fair point, but I haven't even looked into the Sydney Watson thing. But I don't really, my focus usually is about attacking the audience and attacking fans. That's really what draws me into a story, is when someone blames their audience for their mistakes. And that's why this Tim Pool thing has gotten so much of my attention, because that's really what I try to focus in on, whether it's Hollywood actors. Like, what did I ever say about what I always stuck with the Brie Larson thing, where I didn't care what Brie Larson's acting was. I didn't care who she voted for. I didn't care about anything until she said something about 40-year-old white men and why they could not do a review for A Wrinkle in Time. And she started calling people racist and sexist for disliking movies and things like that. That's what kind of zoned me into, that. So I don't know what the deal with Sydney Watson is, other than there's a lawsuit against the Blaze, and her and Jeremy have a show. I've spoken with Sydney a couple of times. I even talked about with my thing with the Blaze, where the Blaze invited me and Ryan Kennel from RK Outpost out to Dallas. They brought us out to Dallas. Okay. I don't like it when places pay for my trips or my hotel, because I feel that it puts me in some type of place to have to owe them something. I paid for my own trip. I paid for my own hotel. I didn't take them up on the offer for them to pay my airfare or travel fees or anything. So I took care of my hotel, even though they offered to pay for it. I drove out there and I paid my own gas. So I took nothing from them. So I did that on my own dime and my own time. Okay. And then they had this ice storm happen in Dallas, and the whole fucking city shuts down. Whole city shuts down. Nobody can do anything. It was pathetic. It was pathetic. I was scheduled to be on You Are Here that day. It didn't happen. Now, while no one else at the Blaze apparently could drive to the offices that evening, I did. Because apparently people in Texas, I love you, Texas, okay, but apparently they're in their big 4-wheel drives and they were too scared to drive to the office. Apparently, I drove in my Ford F-150 and I was fine. So I drove in. Me and Ryan were there. It was earlier in the day, and so luckily Ripa Eric July hooked us up and got us on News and Why It Matters with Sarah Gonzalez. So we did that show, but ultimately You Are Here got canceled. So I kind of felt stupid. I'm like, yeah, cool. I'm glad we got to do News and Why It Matters, but that happened because Ripa made it happen. So if we wouldn't have done News and Why It Matters, we would have literally made a trip to Dallas for nothing. I never heard from Elijah when it was canceled. I never heard from Sydney when it was canceled. I did hear from Elijah prior to the show because, again, Elijah came up and introduced himself to me, and he pretended like he knows me. And I was like, you don't fucking know me. Like, he's like, hey, what's going on, bro, man? How you doing? And I'm just like, he's like, it's been a while. And I'm like, you don't know who I am. Like, don't do that to me. Like, I hate when people pretend that they know me when you clearly don't. Like, he had no idea who I was. He had none. And so with Sydney, we had a couple of interactions prior after the Jack Murphy thing. Like, we had talked in DMs or whatever a couple times about the Jack Murphy thing. She reached out to me later on and kind of like apologized for that whole thing, which I thought was really nice of her. She's so that's my interaction with her. So I don't know Sydney Watson very well. So I have no vested interest in that whatsoever. I have, however, made fun of Jeremy, and I like Jeremy from the Quartering. I consider him a friend, and I have made fun of him and Tim Pool doing their Brokeback Mountain stuff all over Twitter, which has been very, very funny. But yes, so I just haven't looked into that story. I do appreciate, the super chat for sure. Obviously, I appreciate the super chat. But that's just why my attention's not been on it. I like to focus in on when people go after their own fans, because I think that is the biggest level of disrespect one can do. In terms of the corporate world and an individual and a lawsuit, I don't know if that's my world to get into. I'm not sure I've ever really gotten into that stuff. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, people. Can anyone have I ever covered a lawsuit between an individual and a corporation? I may have, but I don't recall that that's my go-to thing to really key in on. That's usually like a Ricada thing or a Legal Mindset or something like that. So if I'm wrong, please let me know. But I don't think that I've done any of the whole lawsuit and individual stuff like that. Anyway, let's get back to this. So, all right, here we go. Hang on. There's a comment that I got. There we go. Matt says, Jeremy, just so you look into it and move on. You're sounding like Tim Pool. It's a $50 super chat. I can't just run through a $50 super chat that passively. A $50 super chat deserves some context and a legitimate answer. So while I understand your point there, it's $50 super chat. I gotta give some respect to a $50 super chat that's calling me out on something. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, here we go.
I believe, this is my theory, it may be wrong. I think what they're trying to talk about and who they're trying to talk about is DeFango. And I've had people send me things in my DMs on DeFango and try to make this argument that he is the Gangstalker. I think this is actually DeFango here with the Griff Class clips saying, "What are they smoking? We want some Griff Cast Gangstalker." Yeah, I don't know exactly what their thing is. Also saying, "Did you see Blair White's video?" Yes, I did.
I still haven't seen hers. I still haven't seen hers.
Whatever. Blair did an excellent video. I asked, I was on another stream and I asked Blair White smash or pass. People got very offended with that. Got very offended with Blair White smash or pass.
That's really funny.
Kieran said, "Hey, are ladyboys as gay as traps?"
Hey, chat. Blair White smash or pass. Just curious what your answer might be.
Well, aren't those the same thing, Kieran? Isn't it a trap is pre-op, I guess. It's post-op, it's just a ladyboy. So I don't know. You tell me. And in fact, let's test this. Blair White smash or pass.
Oh, he did it too. All right, come on, legal mindset. Let's go.
Soccer theory. Chavez. And look, here's what I'm going to say. Even if this is true, does it matter? As we read through this, even if all of this is true, does it matter?
No, it doesn't.
Let's go here. The Gangstalker runs in a circle that's been accused of controlling hundreds, if not thousands, of bogus Twitter accounts, buying black SUVs and parking outside people's homes to intimidate, even injecting something into someone who would wake up 2 weeks later with pieces of their mind missing. Okay, so this is why Shane Cashman is a pussy and he doesn't want to say it, is because he could be accused of defamation through this, right?
Bro, this is worse than what Disney accuses the fans of on hate campaigns on Rotten Tomatoes. Holy shit. The Gangstalker runs in a circle that's been accused of controlling hundreds, if not thousands, of bogus Twitter accounts, buying black SUVs and parking outside of people's homes to intimidate, and even injecting something into someone who would have woke up 2 weeks later with a piece of their minds missing. What? Who approved this? Oh my God.
Him, TimCast, there's huge liability here. They're actually accusing people of crimes here. So if they can't back this shit up, they're going to be in some big trouble. That's why they're being pussies and they're calling it the Gangstalker. By the way, this is the same thing that Eliza Bleu does. Literally, TimCast IRL is using the same tactics as Eliza Bleu in hiding their identity. This is why Eliza Bleu is a fraud, because she will never name anybody, because she can't, because she will be sued for defamation, because she is fucking lying.
Yes.
And if Cashman could back this up, what discredits their movement, right?
I saw someone right here in the chat. The part 3 article is taken down. That is true. But 1 and 2 have been taken down as well. And we're going to get further into that in just a bit. But part 3 was taken down initially. Now part 1 and 2 have been taken down. And do you know why they've been taken down? Do you know who's to blame? We are the audience. The audience gets blamed for why all 3 parts were taken down. All 3.
I might even be willing to believe them about the Gangstalker if they would just name them. But they don't have the balls to do that. They have no balls to do that. Unlike Blair White. By the way, okay, the Blair White poll, 33 to 70%. Okay, surprising there for fame. But I think he wants to create chaos amongst the independent media landscape. The man has put a lot of effort into making sure everyone knows who he is, and I will not add to his status. So you're being a pussy. You're not calling him out. Okay, that's fine. The Gangstalker is affiliated with a now supposedly defunct company called Shadowbox. And this is from the Shadowbox website. And I have been sent this as well. I've been sent this with multiple people.
Okay, I'm going to have to ask a question, okay? I'm going to have to ask a question to the audience. I have never read an article on TimCast.com. I have watched TimCast IRL, and I watch a lot of Tim's news videos on all 3 of his YouTube channels. Is this the norm for TimCast IRL to write articles that are just this insane? Is this the norm? This is crazy. This is insane to write something like this. Like, I don't understand this at all. Okay, a lot of people are saying no. So this is just an outlier from Shane, who I remember when I called Shane Cashman out before all of this happened. This was before the article part 1, part 2 dropped. This was all before that drop. I said that that this whole thing stinks with Tim sending an investigative reporter out there, because he was basically saying, hey, I'm seeing a reporter out there. Jeremy from the Quartering flaked out on us. We were going to talk about this, but hey, everybody wants us to cover it. We've got a reporter. We've got an investigative reporter that we're sending out there to talk about this, yada, yada, yada. And I remember showing that clip of Shane. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you guys the clip right now. This is the guy who Tim decided to send out to cover this story. Okay, this is the guy right here. This was before any of it dropped. And when I saw this, I said, this is bullshit.
I just feel like you're so needed right now. I don't know. I look at like what comes out of Conservative Inc. and it's okay. Like, I know people do their thing, but it's so dry. And I feel like you just have a vibe.
I appreciate it.
Does that make sense? It's young, it's fresh, it's artistic, but it's a vibe. And I'm not saying that you're intentionally trying to be in Conservative Inc.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
just anything that doesn't fit in one side happens to just be thrown.
And it gives me life. So
TimCast is like one of the only places.
Thank you for hiring him, because I wouldn't have known about it.
Oh, for sure. TimCast is like one of the only places where you could write stuff like that these days. So I'm grateful.
Wow. I mean, that's pretty wild, man. That is pretty wild. So, and again, when I saw that, I was like, how can you believe anything that this guy is going to say about her? How can you believe any of that?
People, by multiple people, this Shadowbox clip, or this image, which is, this is your war. Shadowbox is your army. We solve your problems and expose the truth. We unleash a multifaceted strategic battle plan through integrated research, earned media, legal, and digital chaos. Where your enemies have lied to paint you as the bad guy, we sow the seeds of doubt and present the counter narrative that they are, in fact, the villains, and you have been unjustly accused. We do this through sophisticated.
I am aware that Shane, I'm aware that Tim said that he advised Shane against doing the article after the heat started getting bad. I don't remember him saying that prior, when that clip when Jeremy from the Quartering canceled on them, even though that had nothing to do with why Jeremy from the Quartering was coming on. Tim never said he advised against it. And by the fucking way, I own a website, not to the level of TimCast, okay? But I own a website. I have an editorial staff. I have an editor-in-chief. I have a writing team. Do you know whose fault it is if something goes wrong? Mine. And the fact that he threw his own writer under the bus to say, I advised against it, is the height of bitch-made beta mentality. A leader takes the fucking fall for everything that happens. The fact that he threw his own writer under the bus is the biggest level of bitch-made I have ever fucking seen. Pathetic. Unbelievable. I advised against it. That is time. He's trying. His name is on the fucking website. You named the fucking website after you, Mr. I don't want my name out there. You named your entire company to suit your ego, and now you don't want people to say your name? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Who fucking believes that? Who the fuck believes that Tim Pool, the guy that named his entire massive media network TimCast, doesn't want people to say his name? Do you know who owns IGN? Neither do I. Do you know who owns Kotaku? Neither do I. Do you know who owns CNN? I don't. Because they don't name it their fucking name. So clearly he wants to be known as the guy who runs the whole thing, and he puts his name on it. Jesus Christ. It's such bullshit. It's such bullshit. Don't say my name. Go to timcast.com, but don't say my name.
Use of internet technology, meme creation, PR, cyber guerrilla tactics to stop the bleeding and begin to sway public opinion and media in your favor. What we do, we design crisis management counterinsurgencies to debunk and hit back at malicious and defamatory online and media attacks at our clients. We root out our adversaries, send them chasing phantoms, and rendering them exhausted and perplexed. Okay, sure, there's one guy out there who's associated with this website. Does that mean the information on Eliza suddenly becomes true?
No.
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 It doesn't suddenly make it true.
This is wild.
I have a theory. Oh, here we go. You know when any shit starts with I have a theory. Sorry, let me zoom in here for you guys. I have a theory. Whenever you see I have a theory, you're like, uh-oh, it's some bullshit. I have a theory. Based on what I've seen from the Gangstalker and the people he's practically brainwashed. So calling all of you brainwashed, by the way. With a deception campaign. He is wicked smart. I believe he sees everyone involved as chess pieces and knows how everyone will react. He has studied you so he can destroy you, and he will profit off your corpse. This should disturb everyone, especially the ones who are so up in the...
Well, I got to read this myself. Okay, I have a theory based off what I've seen from the Gangstalker and the people he's... You know what? Let's just change the word, and I hope this doesn't back me in the ass, but I think this will work. Okay, let's change the name of Gangstalker to Trump. Okay, let's just change the wording of Gangstalker to Trump, and let's pretend this is on CNN right now. Okay. Hi, everyone. This is an article from CNN where they're trashing Donald Trump once again. Let's read a little piece of the article. I have a theory based on what I've heard from from Donald Trump and the people he's practically brainwashed with a deception campaign. He's wicked smart, and I believe he sees everyone involved as chess pieces. He knows how everyone will react to certain situations. He has studied you so he can destroy you, and he will profit off of your corpse. This should disturb everyone, especially the ones who are so up in arms about who is and isn't grifting to whatever grift standards the grifters uphold. Boom. Boom. This is such nonsense right here. This is such nonsense.
Arms about who is and who isn't grifting and whatever grift standards the grifters uphold. I love that they are trying to get on this word grift, but most people will own it. Be like, yeah, I'm grifting. The Gangstalker has also laughed about.
He is right about that. I mean, you have to own, I own the whole grifting thing because it's a label. It's a nonsensical label that typically the left puts on you. And it's meant like everything else that the left does. Their labels are meant to intimidate you from doing whatever you're doing. And so the only way that you can battle that is to just own it. So when they call you a grifter, then just grift. I mean, what else are you going to do? Because their standard for grifting essentially just means someone that's more successful than me. That's what grifting means to them. Grifter, you're a grifter. That's because you're too successful for them, so they call you a grifter. Okay, fine. I'm a grifter. Let me grift away. Let me grift away. Let me get super chats right now. Okay, let me grift. You just have to own it. It's like when they call you a racist, when they call you a sexist, when they call you this, just own it because it means absolutely nothing. It really doesn't. And so, yeah. And yes, Rekieta is the king. No doubt about that. Rekieta is the king.
About the way one associate who has used gang stalk tactics to drive 2 people to commit suicide. Once again, these are hell of an accusations.
Whew.
Hell of an accusation. So they go on. After researching the Gangstalker and the wild claims such as starting QAnon. So literally saying that this person, this same guy who, once again, for those that are just tuning in, I think they're referencing Defongo here.
Good Lord.
I think. I'm pretty sure. They probably don't have the balls to do it, but I think they're referencing Defongo.
If that's the person, he commented on one of my
if he's
tweets
reading
earlier.
this right now, he's probably thinking he should tell people I'm giving him more credit than he deserves. That may be. I think there may be a lot of people working with him. They're either associates or bots, but the ones who've been most cruel online and to me and others all follow each other. It's a web of chaos agents. On a recent live stream, the Gangstalker created a website, Helen Troy Modeling. It was registered on February 2nd, 2023, and populated with old photos of Eliza Bleu. I saw this stream, and it appears that this.
I'm just telling you, and I think most of you that have followed me for any significant amount of time, or even in the past couple of weeks or months, this all started because Brittany Venti, who is against Andrew Tate, and so was Eliza Bleu. Eliza Bleu went on TimCast and spewed her anti-Andrew Tate stuff, and she said all this nonsense about believing all victims, whatever. Both of them had the same kind of mindset from that perspective, okay? And then Brittany saw this music video that Eliza Bleu was involved in, who's celebrated the fact that she was in it. This was from years ago. It was on World Stars Hip Hop. Brittany, instead of private messaging her, because I believe Eliza Bleu even pointed out that she doesn't want private messages. I guess that's trafficking her too if you send a private message to her. Brittany took a screenshot of it, tagged her on Twitter, and asked her about it. And then next thing you know, Brittany Venti's Twitter account gets suspended. Then I started hearing about it at that point. I didn't jump on it because I was like, okay, I mean, we'll see. There's still some bugs on Twitter. Elon's did a good job, but there's still some bugs on Twitter. So we're gonna wait and see how this all plays out. Okay, we're gonna wait and see how it plays out. And then the quartering got involved, and he did the same thing, and he got locked out of his Twitter account. So that made it a bigger deal. Then Yellow Flash got his account. Then Camelot. All of these are people I know. These are people that I know that I have met in real life and hung out with. And when that happened, I decided I was going to get involved with it because this is ridiculous. And then the Tim Pool element started to creep into it, where the audience wanted Tim to cover it, and Tim just would flat out ignore it. And he dismissed it as e-girl drama and YouTuber drama. And I'm like, it's not YouTube drama. It's not YouTube drama, and it's not e-girl drama. It's a censorship problem. And then there were the rumors about Eliza Bleu's connections with Elon Musk. And to be honest, the only reason I knew who Eliza Bleu was because of her interactions with Elon Musk, because I had seen him reacting to her. And I believe, this is just an estimate, I believe she gained somewhere in the neighborhood of 100,000 followers after Elon Musk purchased Twitter, because he was interacting with her. Because anytime Elon reacts to you or anything, it boosts your visibility and you're going to gain a ton of followers. And so people were saying that she got a free Tesla. I never believed that. There was never any evidence to support that. That has at least been debunked by her, which she's not a good source for anything. So maybe she did, but I don't think that she got a free Tesla out of Elon. I don't know though. The point being, that's why I got involved. And Tim Pool himself made the situation significantly worse every step of the way. Every single step of the way, he made this situation worse, and he continues to make it worse. And even to this day, to this moment right here, he's making it worse. And so all this stuff, again, I only became aware of this story right here last night when I watched Legal Mindset's video. And again, mods, if you're here, get a link to Legal Mindset's channel, and please leave, you guys go subscribe to him if you're interested. He's a great guy, great YouTuber. So yeah, let's finish this out, and then we got more to talk about.
This did happen, but who cares? Who gives a shit if someone set up a fake website with Eliza Bleu? That's why you got to do your own research. What do I fucking say? on my channel. Be your own judge. Do your own research.
Yes, I am. What does that matter? Is that going to stop me? Or you think I'm going to stop me from saying that to me? Yes, I'm here for the grift, baby. I'm putting a Jack Murphy beard on my face. I'm putting a beanie on my hat. We're getting Eliza Bleu and Frost in the thumbnails, and we're calling it Cobra Cast IRL. And we're rocking and rolling, and it's a beautiful fucking thing. So the more that you do stuff like this, the more I'm going to grift. So there's nothing you can do to stop me except ignore me. But you know you won't, because it's too damn good of a show. Let's continue.
Research. Don't look at something and take it at face value. Say, hey, look, this is what this looks like, but it could be anything. I don't know, right? Even nowadays, guys, with video, just looking at a video, if you showed me like nudes, let's say you showed me an Eliza Bleu revenge porn video. I would think it's probably an AI fake. It could be. It could just as well be real as an AI fake. But I just take it at face value. Oh, well, this is what it looks like. Could be anything. Could be anything. Hunch says, is Shadowbox Boozy's new grift? Sounds like him. I think Boozy would get along with the TimCast people.
So that's kind of the gist of it. Well, he's going to read a little bit more. So
continuing on this Gangstalker theory, I talked to a model who would like to remain anonymous, but who has been involved in Helen Troy modeling. Supposedly, they shut down long ago. She said it looked like the company's Instagram and website completely changed. It's clear the company folded and someone created fake profiles on a website to use them in a smear campaign. And then it goes on to talk about BX Bullet, who apparently found this similar information saying, oh, look, this website was registered to the Gangstalker. We must remain vigilant with who we speak to. We're all the target. No offense to Eliza, but whether or not her story is true should never have become the spectacle it has. No, that's not true at all.
That's not true.
This would have never happened. Here's what Cashman misses completely with the Gangstalker theory. Eliza Bleu is at the core of all of this. Fuck the Gangstalker, fuck what, even if that's true. Even if everything they say about the Gangstalker is true, Eliza Bleu is still a fraud, and she still removed Brittany Venti, Flash, The Quartering, Camelot, all those people over that. That censorship was the issue. It was never about whether or not somebody's trying to grift off of it.
Thank you. And that is again, Ruthie, I gave you a wrench. Ruthie finally has a wrench. Everyone say hello to Ruthie. I think Krista will be in the chat as well. We've probably got more mods, but make sure you drop links if you're a mod to Legal Mindset's channel. Appreciate him. That's a lot. And again, I didn't know anything about that. So now I'm not saying I'm the top person covering this, because I'm clearly not. I'm not even close, but I would say I've had some videos that did really well, and I've made a point to cover the Tim Pool stuff a lot. I didn't know who the Gangstalker was, but you're telling me that he's responsible for me covering this story. That's what I'm supposed to believe. That's nonsense beyond belief. Now, again, I want to play this one more time, okay? I want to play it one more time for the people that are just tuning in. So the person that wrote that article is a person named Shane Cashman, okay? Shane Cashman is a writer for TimCast.com. This is what he said today. He says, I am grateful that Eliza trusts me with her story. I am grateful for my readers. I am proud of my work. I am blessed with these opportunities. There has been no new information brought to light that would sway my belief in her, nor played a role in the removal of this series. Okay? That is fucking terrible. Okay? But let's look at God, I posted this. I was like, thank you for posting this tweet. So I don't know who photoshopped this, but this is a fantastic job. I didn't do it, but it's really good. Okay. It's really, really good. I love it. So good job on that one. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace. Now let's go to right here. So let's check this out. Okay. Right. Okay. So this is on Chrissy's page. So let me make that a little bit so that's easier to digest. Okay. So right here, Gonzo journalism. This is the part 3, and it says, due to the fact that gonzo journalism style of this series was misperceived by readers, the series in its entirety has been removed. We apologize for any inconvenience. It's the reader's fault, ladies and gentlemen. It's your fault. It's your fault. Let me show you something if I can find it really quickly. Give me just a moment. I think I can find it. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a direct response, okay? So right here. Is it still there? Yes, okay, it's still here. Okay, now some of you will remember this, okay? Why not rake Eliza? Why focus on Tim? Seems dumb. Bro, we've been crushing Eliza Bleu. What are you talking about? We've been crushing her. We've been destroying her. But Tim just blamed the audience for misperceiving his article, so he deleted it from his website. Okay? Now, hold on. So I want to frame what I'm about to say. Okay, so let's frame this. Okay, my criticism is that Tim got a lot of backlash. Now, backlash is relative. It's relative because it doesn't matter how big or small you are. So if you're Tim Pool and you have 3 channels with over 1 million subscribers and you make $10 million a year and you get 50, 60,000 people watching your live streams, okay, the amount of backlash he gets is relative to his audience. So it doesn't matter if it's, you can't take number for number. So he's gotten backlash over this. Now, the positive for him still far outweighs the negative, probably, but he's gotten backlash, but it's all relative. The most backlash that we've ever experienced outside of the Zack Snyder situation, which I think most of you already know how I handled that one, took full responsibility, apologized to my audience, apologized for putting them in that situation. It was all on me. And so, and there's a full video on Geeks and Gamers where that's all addressed. Now, with this one, this is an editorial situation with one of his writers. So if you remember, geeksandgamers.com, my website, we had a review of a movie, Prey, which came out last year. There was a lot of controversy around this. And again, relative. So we got a lot of controversy for us. You know what I mean? And if there's spammers, get those spammers out of here. That's the only rule. Don't fucking spam my chat. You can go fucking spam somebody else's chat. You're a loser. Nobody likes you. Get the fuck out of here. Other than that, you can do whatever you want in the chat. But spammers, go. Be gone. Go somewhere else. Go jerk off to your own tears. But anyway, so the Prey controversy. You guys remember that, right? Okay, so we got a shit ton, and I mean a shit ton of backlash. I was told to delete the article. You've used a racist word, yada, yada, yada. It all comes down to the word usage was squaw. That was what was used in the article, squaw. Okay. And we got a shit ton of backlash for this. How did we handle it? We addressed it on the review. So here's geeksandgamers.com. Okay. Let me make that a little bit bigger. Okay. Here's geeksandgamers.com. This is our website. This is Hollywood Scholar Jed, his review of Prey. Okay. In the opening, somewhere here in the opening, he uses that term, and a lot of people were fake offended. Okay. Fake offended. So how did we handle it? Here's how we handled it. Right here, editor's note. I don't know if I could highlight. Editor's note right here. A staff member has brought to our attention that the term squaw is considered a racist term for Native Americans in the modern day. It was used in this article in its historic context as a term for Native American women because the movie takes place in the 1700s and we will not remove it. We will not remove it. That is letting the mob know that we hear you, we acknowledge you, and we're not removing shit. And that's it. Boom, over. That's it. Not playing your games. In fact, we're going to continue to double down on what we're doing. And so that's how we handled it. And I mean, geeksandgamers.com is nowhere near the size of TimCast, and we got a long way to go to get there. But we're gonna try. But we are in no way, shape, or form even near it. But you know what? Relative. It's all relative. The amount of backlash that we got was amongst some of the worst backlash I have ever been a part of. We went super fucking viral on social media. We were crushed for this, and we didn't back down at all. And we were just never going to. And so for him to remove this and blame his audience, I think is the most insane thing you could have imagined in this situation. And I'm still talking about it because of this. I'm not sure I would have talked about this if he doesn't remove the article and blame the audience. You can never blame the audience. The audience is there to make you understand how good of a job you're doing or bad of a job you're doing. You're not going to make everyone happy. You're not going to make everyone mad. There's always going to be levels to it, but it's also meant to give you a gauge, to give you some feedback as to what happened. So let's go to the Zack Snyder thing. Worst controversy I've ever been part of. Awful. I mean, I consider myself a pretty emotionally strong individual, and that one really knocked me on my ass. And it knocked me on my ass because I felt that I let our team down and I let our audience down. And it was massive. And so I didn't know how big it was until a few days after, by hearing back from the audience. So essentially, for those that don't know what happened, we had an opportunity to have director of the Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League, Zack Snyder, on. And through a long story with Geeks and Gamers, we criticize Hollywood a lot. So I knew that was probably not a good platform, the main channel, to put him on. So we decided to do it on one of our other team members who recently has lost his life, Uche Nwaneri, former Jacksonville Jaguars, passed away a few months ago, or not even a few months ago, about a month and a half. But anyway, Uche knew him. So we decided to put Zach on that channel. We did a charity stream. We raised nearly $100,000 for suicide prevention in just a few hours. But through all the debacle, Zach himself wanted to connect Geeks and Gamers to Zack Snyder first, and he did that against my well wishes. I'm like, don't tell people you're doing stuff with us just yet, because we're kind of controversial. And he went ahead and did it anyway, yada yada yada. And then Warner Brothers got involved, his wife got involved, they were not happy. We still did charity stream, but there was a logo on the bottom of the website, and before Zach came on, he said we had to remove the website logo. It was a shit show. He comes on the stream. We'd already raised $70,000, and the first thing he says is, "Just so you know, there's no room for hate, and all these killings in Atlanta with these massage parlors. There's no room for hate, and I just want to say we're not affiliated with Geeks and Gamers in any way, shape, or form." And the chat just lost their minds. It was a fucking shit show. It was awful. It was fucking awful, and it was the worst thing I've ever been through in terms of just dealing with it. But we had to deal with it, and we faced it. We faced it head on, made some mistakes through all of it for sure. Didn't handle it the best way at first, and continued to try to go through it. And finally, when the dust settled, I made a video. I apologized to our audience for it. I apologized to the team. I said I felt I let the team down because I made some mistakes, and ultimately we got through it. It's never easy. It's never easy to deal with controversy and deal with mistakes, but he has handled this wrong every step of the way for well over a week now, and we're still dealing with it. So I don't know what happens moving forward, but I do want to play a couple of clips from stuff that he said to remind everyone one of the main reasons I'm frustrated, because again, you never go after your audience, and when you go after your audience, you're fucking up big time. And that's ultimately the source of all of this problem. Listen to this.
The answer is, did I attack my own fans? The answer is no, I didn't. Obviously, you're watching this. You're a fan. I never attacked you. Get the out, Scroats Magoat. You can cancel right now and see you later. Bye-bye. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. I will never apologize to you, mob. I don't care where you come from, left or right. You'll never get an apology out of me for anything. Screw yourselves. I'm done with it. I'm completely done with it. Cancel your subscriptions at TimCast.com if this is what you want. I never wanted your money in the first place. Tim Pool attack.
You literally just told the people that have signed up to your website. This means, and again, as someone that has a website that has memberships, which there's no way we don't offer half the shit that TimCast does. So you don't they think we do, but like you have their information. To go to someone's website, especially in the world that we're in, the world that Tim covers, the world that I cover, when an individual comes to your website and gives you their information, they are trusting you. They are trusting you with their information. They're not going to a corporate entity. They were going to timcast.com. When you go to geeksandgamers.com, you're generally going there to support me or someone on the team. It's a very personal feeling. It's not like going to Netflix or Disney Plus, and giving your information. You're trusting your information with people that you're connected with. And for him to sit there and tell his paying members to cancel if you don't like something I'm doing is insane. Insane.
TimCast.com if this is what you want. I never wanted your money in the first place. Tim Pool attacks his fans. Literally didn't do it. Screw yourselves. I get people like Jeremy Hambley getting booked for my show, and then instead of coming on my show, he goes on some other show and then insults me. Then he goes on his platform and attacks me and tells everybody that I insulted them, called them bots, and it's just not true. But the reality is, most of the people spamming us, they're not real people.
But the personal stuff it's like TMZ garbage. It's like National Enquirer. I mean, if you like it,
I don't care if people care about this stuff; they're allowed to. So if you're interested in interpersonal drama and e-girl celebrity stuff, TimCast is not the channel for you. And if that's the case, then I don't want your money. Tim Pool attacks his fans.
Jeez.
Literally didn't do it. And it's just not true.
That's wild. I know this guy. What's up, Drunk 3PO? We got Drunk 3PO in the house. Let's smash the like button. I saw Kristen over here. There's someone else. Jeremy, would you put a request to interview Scroats Magoat? Yes, Scroats Magoat. I would love to interview Scroats Magoat after Tim Pool trashed him. All right, so this guy is very angry, saying all three parts are still there and that I'm lying. Okay, am I lying? I mean, we can find out. Is it Tim? Actually, I'll go to Shane Cashman's Twitter account, right? Is that what I can do? Let me go out of full screen because he still has it shared, right? Because he shared those articles, right? Okay, so so we're gonna test what you're saying, buddy. Okay, we're gonna test it. Okay, and what's gonna happen, Crash T1? Okay, what's gonna happen is we're gonna laugh at you if the article is gone. Okay, we're gonna laugh at you. We're gonna laugh very, very hard, and they're probably gonna send some more super chats, and I'm probably gonna get more supporters. That's probably what's going to happen right now. Now, the good news for you before we do this, Crash T1, the good news for you is this, okay, buddy? Even though you're about to get memed, even though I'm about to flex on you, even though all these things are going to happen, you still have the ability to pull out that little tiny wiener of yours. You can use the tears that are flowing from your eyes and you can jerk that little thing all night long. Okay? You're still going to have the ability to do that. But let's go to Shane Cashman's Twitter account. This is Shane Cashman, okay? This is his Twitter account, okay? This is part 3. There's part 3. There it is. So this is part 2. And there's part 1. What's going to happen? What's going to happen when we click it? Is Crash T1 going to win? Or am I going to win? God damn it. I didn't share the fucking whole thing. Crash T1 kind of won here. Damn it. Hang on. Fuck. Fucking way you share shit. God. All right, here we go. There. Okay. All right, we're back. Here we go. We ready? Crash T. Crash T. Are you ready? Are you ready? There it is. Part 1. Part 3. Where's part 2? Okay, there's part 2. Part 1. All right, here we go. We're going to click on it. Before I play it, here's what just happened to me. If you guys want to see what just happened to me, I actually just, I have a clip. This is what happened to me. Damn! Sorry. Okay, here we go. You guys ready? Are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Boom. Oh, let's blow that up a little bit. What does that say? Due to the fact the gonzo journalism style of this series was misperceived by readers, the series in its entirety has been removed. We apologize for any inconvenience. Bro, I got a message for you, okay? I have a message for you. And all of the tears that are flowing from your eyes, this is the message I have for you.
That's fucking retarded. That's fucking
So there we go. There we go. Oh, that you know what? This applies to Crash. This applies to Crash.
It's gonna crawl again.
Damn!
It's gonna crawl again.
Damn! Oh my God. It never Oh man. Tell me that's not funny. Tell me that's not funny. I mean, come on. Come on. So yeah, the article is still there, or the article is not there clearly. I don't know where you're getting the information that it was still there, but it's not there. And that's just the reality of the situation. So what a wild story this is. Like, I just can't believe it. I did see this tweet from that umbrella guy. So let's look at this one. Shane Cashman seems intent on getting himself and Tim Pool sued. Some think this is drama, but no, it's them distracting from Eliza Bleu with insane character assassinations without any proof whatsoever. That is the truth right there. And I don't get it, man. I don't understand why. I don't understand what the motivation is. It's such a strange dynamic. So again, I repeat, as I've always said, I understand Tim has a massive audience that watches him. And if you're a Tim Pool viewer, I have no problem with you continuing to be one. You don't owe me or anyone else a response or a reasoning as to who you watch. And that goes for anybody. You don't owe any fucking YouTuber. Okay. You don't imagine fucking being a YouTuber and telling your audience that they can't watch you if they watch someone else. Holy shit. You have completely forgotten everything that made you a YouTuber in the first place when you get to that point. It's insane to me. It's insane that someone would make that type of statement to their audience. Someone that was built up through this platform. You know what I mean? Like, this guy was in his bedroom making videos just a few years ago. And now he feels entitled enough to say, if you're subscribed to the Quartering or Brittany Venti, I don't want you. I don't want your money, and I don't want your subscription. It's the most elitist thing that you can possibly fucking do. It really is. This is why for like a year now, people have asked me, like, Jeremy, you should go on Tim Pool. I don't fucking want to go on Tim Pool's show. Why don't Tim Pool come on my fucking show? How about that? How about Tim Pool comes on my fucking show? Okay? I'll grift. I want the fucking money. I want the super chats. I want the attention. Fuck him. I'm not going on his fucking show. He can come on my fucking show. All right? How about that? That's the fucking deal. So yes, at any day, any time, Tim Pool can come on my show, but I am never going on his show. Never. That's just not going to happen. I mean, all he does is builds it around whatever he wants to talk about anyway. It's not like he brings people on. He's like, hey, so tell me about yourself. Yeah, tell me, what your channel's about and what got you this place. He doesn't fucking care. He brings people in to bring a new audience in so they can see what he's about. And then he doesn't ask that person about what they want. He just builds it around what he wants, which is fine. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it at all. Just don't tell me he ain't grifting, okay? Because he's 100% grifting. I mean, that's exactly what he's doing. And so it's wild. Okay, there's a lot to catch up on. There's a lot of people here. I appreciate it. If you're new here, my name is D-Day Cobra. Some of you may know me as Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. Some of you may know me as the guy that doesn't like women and minorities in movies and video games. I don't know. Maybe you know me because Zack Snyder drop kicked me on the live stream, even though I wasn't on the live stream. I have no idea. But if you're here, I appreciate it. If you're interested in hanging around, the audience literally made this show. I did one show that it was meant to meme Tim Pool when this whole thing was happening, and people responded so positively that now here we are where I think we're going to build this out to be this is not, I'm not thinking, this is a real show that will continue on. It's not going away, and it's all because of you. And the show will be whatever we want it to be. Right now, I'm still memeing on Tim Pool. I'm still doing the Jack Murphy beard. We're still having fun with it, but it will shift in to get to a legitimate show where I bring guests on. We talk, we maybe debate, we talk about real world topics, all of those things. It couldn't have happened at a better time because we're here currently in Orlando, Florida. We just kind of moved Geeks and Gamers headquarters down here. This has been a big financial adjustment for us. And, as usual with me, I try to figure shit out, and I didn't really know exactly what was going to happen with this whole project. And so even though this is my personal channel, this is part of everything I do as Geeks and Gamers. Everything that I do is going to lead back to Geeks and Gamers because I'm the owner and the creator of that. But there's also this other version of stuff where I want to talk direct politics and other stuff that I don't think necessarily belongs on Geeks and Gamers YouTube channel. So here we are. And yeah, now that one's good, Raptors. Jeremy Griggs is also the guy that got bitch slapped by a Brazilian singer named Dan Vasc from his whale poem. That's good. That's really good. And so, yeah, so it'll continue to evolve. And that's the beauty of this. And I love that you guys have helped make this happen. It's amazing to me. It really, really is. And so, we're going to keep kicking ass and taking names. That's for damn sure. And let me get this 50 from Hayden. Hayden dropping a 50 bomb if my system would actually work. There is 50. Usually the stuff on TimCast tries to stay informative. Shane does a show called Tales from the Inverted World, which is fun. In that he tracks down stories and does a multi-part like Ghost of the Civil War, where he tried to find Confederate gold. See, and that's cool, man. Like, I don't know why we've gotten to the point where how did we get to the point where this happened? That's what I don't understand. You know what I mean? How is it all, and I'm asking the question at this point because I truly don't know the answer. Is with Shane anyway, is it about Eliza Bleu? Like, is that what this is about? Because that's wild if that's the case. That is truly wild. Like, does he just have something for her? And I hate to speculate on something like that, but it's like, that's all I've got to go on at this point. What happened to get us to this point? What happened? And I don't know. They've got such a good thing going. By the way, I go to, like, I care about the people on my team. I respect them. I love them. I appreciate the job that they do. I go to Drunk 3PO streams and I drop $50 super chats that don't even get read. Okay. $50 super chats that he doesn't even read because he's too big of a deal. But I acknowledge his pathetic 99-cent super chats here on my channel, okay? Because unlike him, I'm not a big deal, and I appreciate every single super chat sent, okay? So, yeah, there you go. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. He said, I won't read it. And I highlighted it. Okay. Cobra Cast IRL, Jeremy is the grift that keeps on grifting, and I am all aboard. Yes. Yes. And we and here at Cobra Cast IRL, we read all super chats. It may take a little time to get to it, but we'll get there. Alec Baldwin's finger. I think the combination of Cassandra and Shane having a bias in favor of Eliza, and they are influencing Tim. Now that's a good that's good information, a good take. I didn't know enough about Cassandra, and so I've heard some stuff since, because again, I'm not super plugged into the Tim Pool stuff. I watch his TimCast IRL. I think it's a good show. I think he does a good job, especially when he has good guests on. He really is. Like, Tim Pool is good at what he does. He really is. And I'll never take that away from him. And, he's helped inspire some of the stuff I'm doing, here in Orlando now. And so I credit him for that. I really do. But this right here seems like a very level-headed take as to what's going on, which I do understand. So that definitely could have something to do with it. Hayden says Shane did a piece with Ye after he walked off of TimCast. Sorry, I had the hiccups. I didn't bother to read it, but his investigative journalism is moving to Simpland. Yeah, it does appear. It does appear that way. Marksman, hail Jeremy. Glad to see you live streaming again. Keep fighting censorship, brother. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate that a lot. Appreciate all of you. D-Day's Cobra Cast to recoup fees for the content house. Let's go. Let's go. It is crazy how this all happened. Hang on. Then why did you miss my super chat? Okay, Brady, I'm going to look for it. Specifically, we're going to look for Brady's right now. Let's find Brady's right now. What's going to be funny is Brady probably doesn't even fucking have one. I'm going to waste time looking for a super chat that's not even there. Damn it, I don't see one. If Brady trolled me, that's good. Or maybe he was talking to Jay. I don't know. Does Brady even have one? This will be great if you trolled me, Brady. I don't see one from Brady. Oh, there it is. Brady said hello for $2 fucking. Brady just made me scroll through all of that for a $2 super chat that said hello. That is the best troll. You fucking deserve that, Brady. You deserve that. Kudos to you. Kudos to you. Everybody give Brady Burleson respect in the chat. Like, he made it out like, Jeremy, I sent this important super chat. You got to go find it. It says hello. It says hello for $2. I mean, that's what you're going to get here at Cobra Cast IRL. It's really good. That's a really good one. Respect where respect is due. Krim Bab says, after this whole event, Adam Krigler's characterization of Tim makes a whole lot more sense now. Loving the stream, man. Hail Friday Night Tights. And I love that you are finding yourself in the same sphere as guys like Rakeda and Andrew. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's awesome. That is awesome. Oh, man. It is crazy, the world we're in, man. Doomed Spy. I'm another former subscriber to TimCast that unsubscribed after the Blue incident. What got me was backtracking on the journalistic ethics he would preach about in many past videos. Absolutely. And I think that when you are like, look, the reality of the world is everybody makes mistakes. Every human being on this planet makes mistakes. You're making them. I'm making them every day. Okay. It just happens. And you just need to own it and keep it as a reminder to try and improve, but don't just scrub it. You know what I'm saying? And so, if there's bigger implications to that or something to that nature, I could see that. I could totally see that, and maybe there is, you know what I mean? But it's all about the pieces that have led us to this place. You know what I'm saying? And so again, it's all relative. You know, I'm not saying I've never, you know, like deleted a tweet or something like that. I mean, we all obviously have, but you know, as you grow, like I remember there was all this shit about me, like removing my Last Jedi video, and I had less than 1,000 subscribers. Like I didn't even know what I was fucking doing. I wasn't a YouTuber. I think a video had like 12 fucking views on it. Like no one was watching my shit. It wasn't until I became a YouTuber with hundreds of thousands of subscribers where people cared about what I did a long time ago. And the only reason they knew that I did that is because I told them. But then my enemies used that against me. But it's like, well, I'm not deleting anything now that I have a following because people have seen it. I was nobody then, and I didn't know what I was doing. I just was making shit, and I wasn't happy with it, so I removed it. But if I had a following, I would have thought a little more in depth about that. And you know, so it is what it is. So, but just Tim is trying to become something bigger, and I hope he does. I hope he improves from this. I hope he continues to succeed. I hope he gets things back on track. I don't want him to fail. I don't want him to go away. I don't want his channel to fall apart. I don't want his company to fall apart. Not even close. I am lucky to be in a world of different YouTubers and different people that we all understand that this whole world is big enough for all of us. It's big enough for all of us, and it will continue to be big enough for all of us. And that's just the reality of the situation. If you look at the profile picture. That's what the fuck? Look at that profile picture. That's really good. The comment caught my eye, but then I saw the profile picture. I'm like, I gotta highlight that. I gotta highlight that. Oh man, that was good. But anyway, so again, we're gonna continue to move forward. And, you know, maybe this is the end of the Tim Pool Eliza Bleu drama. Maybe it's not. I'm going to cover it if more comes out because I'm enjoying this. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I think you guys are having a lot of fun with it. I think you guys are enjoying people's conversations about it. It's also, I think it's probably nice for people to have someone say, hey, if you disagree, that's cool. If you're, you know, a Tim Pool supporter, that's cool. No one's drawing lines in the sand here. We're just, you know, I have my take, I have my position, and I'm going to share my position with you. And you're going to be able to share your position back, and the chips fall where they may. I'm an individualist. That's my philosophy in life is individualism. That's how I run Geeks and Gamers. That's how I try to live my life. Just like I'm someone that's never had a drink of alcohol. I've never had a sip of alcohol. I've never done a drug. I've never smoked a cigarette, and I never will. But that doesn't mean you can't. It doesn't mean you can't. You can do whatever you want as long as it's not illegal. That's fine. I don't give a shit. It's not my business. I'm not here to be the police for what you do or don't do in your life. Swig of water for the working man. Water's good. I like water. And so, yeah, you know, that's the kind of world we're rolling. We got Streamlabs too. You guys are amazing. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Some people would say, Leia, for $30. $30. Holy crap. Wait a minute. There's a lot of them here. Okay. We got two $30 ones from Leia. Tim Pool Valentine card. Super chats aren't red. Who's Eliza Bleu? My critics are boys, and you are too. Okay, one more time. Tim Pool's Valentine card. Super chats aren't red. Who is Eliza Bleu? My critics are boys, and you are too. That's pretty good right there. And then Leia says Trump Valentine card. Roses are rigged. Violets are rigged. Everything's rigged. And then one more from Leia. Jack Murphy's Valentine's card. Be mine. Just kidding. Be that, guys, while I watch. All right. Good stuff there. Jay Swalbach for 5223 says, I'm very scared. I thought sex trafficking was when my wife gave me a handy on a long drive in the car. Do I have to say no? This will not happen. Live with it, America. Thank you, Jay Schwalbach. And Jay Schwalbach with another Streamlabs says Tim Pool had Gary on his show and never really talked to him. I didn't understand what the hell was going on until now. Tim just wanted his audience, not Gary. P.S. August is the Vegas meetup, not April. Yes, I think. I don't know. We moved it around, man. That Gary's handling all of that. My meetup the meetup I'll be in charge of is in Orlando. That'll be later in the year, but I can't remember what date it is. I need to look that up so I know. So thank you, Jay Schwalbach. I appreciate you. And I hope you're doing well, man. I know you were just on a trip with the wife, so I hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope everything's going good. Trafficking his nutsack. So let me see. I unsubscribed from TimCast after Ye and Nick left and said Tim got the call. He admitted it later too, talking about his personal Google rep. Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily fault him for that. It's the fact that he tries. I've heard him say this. Like, go back to, I want to say this was Jack Murphy he was having the conversation with. I think he was having a conversation with Jack Murphy when they were talking about the jab and kids playing sports, and Jack Murphy talked about, his ex, and, they had kids, and Tim was basically like, you take them out of school. You take them out of school for the principle of the matter, and you move them somewhere by a farm and raise them. And it's like, it's not realistic, and he also would say like, never been the knee and all this stuff. Is like, but you've been the knee. You do it. You literally, like, you do YouTube exclusive bullshit. Like right now, we're on Rumble. We're live on Rumble right now. How many people do we have over there? I don't even know how many people we have watching right now. But yes, we're live. Let me refresh right there. Okay, so we got 100 people on Rumble, on my D-Day Cobra channel on Rumble. That's what's up. Why doesn't he multi-stream to Rumble? It's weird that he's really like, he does not want to stream, to my knowledge. Am I wrong about that? Has he streamed to Rumble at all? I don't know the answer to that question. So I don't think he streamed. Now I know he has a deal with them to do the video embedding on his website. So I do know that, but does he actually stream on Rumble? That's my question. Does he multi-stream TimCast IRL to Rumble? I don't think he does. Doesn't stream, but he has a channel. Okay, so he doesn't stream. Why the fuck wouldn't you stream to Rumble? Like, what are you losing by, like, how are you losing anything by that? You're only helping. So you want to preach about big tech censorship and we have to grow independent media, then fucking stream on Rumble. Why wouldn't you stream on Rumble? What planet does that make sense? Where you're anti-censorship, you're anti-big tech, you want to continue to grow independent media places, but you don't stream to Rumble along with YouTube. I'm not saying don't stream on it. It seems like with the guy that gets 50,000 live viewers every night, minimum usually, seems like there's some type of deal there, doesn't it? Not saying there is. I'm just saying that it looks kind of interesting. I don't know. It's just my observation on the situation. Who am I? I'm a nobody. So, yeah, I mean, I know for a fact YouTube contracts are very lucrative. And I'm talking very. What is that guy? There's some guy. He was a Twitch streamer. Ludwig. Ludwig has a contract with YouTube. I don't know how much it is. It's massive though. Like they paid him an enormous amount of money. Like we're talking like professional athlete type of money. That's how much YouTube contracts are worth. They are very, very lucrative. And now, so is that going on? I don't know, but it seems like that. Why would you not stream on Rumble? Why? Anyway, is what it is, I guess, right? Hayden says, watch Legal Mindset on the Watson Blaze lawsuit later. He nails it. I'll have to check that out because I do want to know more about that. I definitely want to know more about that. Let's see. All right. So Hayden for 20 says Sydney in the lawsuit did say that the audience was misogynistic and anti-Semitic. Again, Legal Mindset goes over it, and I think you should check it out too. I am actually very much interested in checking that out. I'm very interested. Gunny Z, keep speaking the truth, young man. Oh, I got that one earlier. And where are we at? Saltysaurus Rex, who supports us over on Locals. Wow, this drunk 3PO guy sounds like a jerk taking advantage of your generous nature, Jeremy. By the way, is this picture better? Gas prices are getting as high as Hunter Biden. Man, it's everything is so high right now. Everything. Tom McDonald 21 over on Rumble says testing Rumble rants. $1. Got it. Thank you. Jay Bats, no Ryan, no peace, $2 Rumble rant. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, so I mean, that's dude, inflation, like prices of everything is crazy. Like food, just your basic needs, gas, it is crazy. It is truly crazy. And here we are in a world, again, people can call me a Trump homer all you want. I've criticized Donald Trump for certain things. I've viciously criticized him on his video game takes, which were astronomically bad. He surrounded himself with the wrong type of people. I felt there were really important things that he could have pushed through in the first term that he didn't. That probably could have positioned him in a much better place to not be in the position he ended up with in November of 2020. All those things are true. I also think that he was facing more attacks than any human being on the planet. Okay. I'm going to get to your super chats. If anybody's saying I missed them, I will get to them. Don't worry. They will certainly get read. But can anyone sit here and tell me, no matter your opinion of Trump, can you sit here and tell me that your life is better in the Joe Biden administration than the Trump administration? Because you can't honestly tell me that your life is better. You can't do it. You and your family's life. Is it better now than it was with Trump? You can't honestly tell me that it's better because it's not. Nothing is better. Everything is worse right now. Every single thing that we have going on right now, whether it's foreign, whether it's over all the stuff overseas, is a disaster. Everything, everywhere, whether it's home or overseas, it's a disaster. And I know that we're heading down the Donald Trump versus DeSantis road. That's where we're heading, unfortunately. And I wish it wasn't happening, but it is happening. And I think it's going to get really, really dirty and really, really ugly. It's going to get really bad. And, I don't know. Obviously, I'm supporting Trump. And I'm never going to waver off of that. I'm not wavering one bit. Now, I love DeSantis. I live in the state of Florida, as I've told many of you. And so I think he will become one of the great presidents of all time at some point in time. Just not his time right now. And it's depressing because like all of the infighting you see from whether it's The Blaze or whether it's Daily Wire and Crowder, all of that stuff, we ain't seen nothing yet. It's going to get really ugly, really, really bad with DeSantis versus Trump. This is going to get nasty because you think about it. You think about all the names involved from whether it's Democrat or Republican. Because here's what I think. My personal belief is that Joe Biden is not going to run for president in 2024. I don't think he's equipped mentally or physically. I just don't believe he's the guy. I don't. And I think everybody on the left knows it as well. I do not think that there's a chance in hell that Kamala runs. Not a chance. So who does that leave? I think there's two choices that are clear front runners in the event that does happen. I think that it's Gavin Newsom and Hillary Clinton. I think those are going to be the two top choices for the Democrats. And I think Gavin Newsom is probably the top choice because he's Patrick Bateman. I mean, he's an evil son of a bitch, but he's got the looks. He's got the way to talk. He's got the slick, ability to kind of convince these leftists that he actually cares. Like, he's a fucking crazy person, but I think he's the guy. I think it's good. I think Gavin Newsom will be the Democratic nominee in 2024. I do. And then you look at the other side, and you're going to have Trump and DeSantis, the two biggest heavyweights imaginable in the political arena, fighting over the Republican nomination. And that's going to get so damn ugly. It's going to get real bad. And I hope that once it's all said and done and these two guys have fought it out, I hope that both of them are not beaten so badly that it cripples them. And then this sly, conniving, manipulative piece of shit, Gavin Newsom, doesn't just slide in there and just take full advantage of these two guys that just beat the hell out of each other. It's terrifying. It's a terrifying thing to think about. It's terrifying. So I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. I hope DeSantis ends up not running. Obviously, he has not officially, said he he is, but we will see. I've been talking too much. Yeah, I'm gonna go full Fetterman here. I've got more water, don't worry. Yeah, Fetterman had a stroke. Talk more, bitch. I mean, I almost died right here on stream. Everyone who drank water died. Alex Stein, Primetime 99, always on the grind. You want him? Now, I know you guys wanted to talk about aliens. Okay? So I've been so preoccupied with several other stories. Right now, my current stance on all of that, is that we have a serious problem with an alien invasion in this country, a serious problem. And I think that a guy that a lot of you are familiar with, I'm gonna mirror his thoughts right now. Okay. This is what we need to deal with right here. The only alien invasion happening in our country is the one going on at the southern border. That's my stance on it right now from our boy Salty Cracker, Salty Army in the house, Salty Nation. But yeah, that's I think that there's I'm gonna give myself an asterisk for this one. I have not looked a lot into the stuff going on, but I think that it's probably a distraction to keep us preoccupied from the real problems going on. That's usually what I think with the Democrats in the mainstream media, and the fact that they're talking about it so much. The fact that the media is covering this is a big red flag for me. It's a big red flag for me. So that's where I get concerned, where the media is actually covering it. You know what I mean? And I did tweet this out though, and I thought this was pretty good. Where I said, I gotta find it. I've been tweeting more than usual. That's what I said right there. There's only one man that can save us from the UFO invasion, and that would be President Bill Pullman. Can't even remember his name in the movie, but Bill Pullman's awesome. That's the one man that can save us from a from an alien invasion. I am going to look further into this. I'm interested to see what Gary and the guys talk about over on their channel about all of this, because it's not on. I think it's on Nerdrotic Live that they have their live stream talking about the actual alien aspect of it, the UFO aspect of it. But I tend to think it's going. What happened? Did we hear them report on the Hunter Biden story? No. Have we heard them report on some serious issues in the past 2 years? No. And the media is jumping on this UFO story. And anytime the media is really gung-ho about a story, I always ask myself, what is the real thing going on? And right now, they're really preoccupied with this story. And I don't know why. So I'm going to look further into it. I think it's very fascinating for sure. But I think it's a distraction myself without me getting too far into it right now. So maybe the next Cobra Cast IRL, which may, okay, so as this show continues, we got a lot of, like, I got Mario Kart tomorrow on the Main Geeks and Gamers channel. That happens every Monday night. We have Tuesday night's main event on the Main Geeks and Gamers channel. That happens every Tuesday night. I'll still, if you want me to do a really late stream, I'll still do a really late stream tomorrow and on Tuesday after those streams. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not ending. So don't think I'm ending. I'm not going anywhere. We're still here. We're still live. We're here. But I'm just kind of letting you guys know as this show progresses. If you want me to do a really late stream, both of those nights, I'm yours. I'm all about it because you guys are amazing. Then yes, Jay Hellstorm, we have Wednesday night Fortnite. So I'll have to do a stream after Wednesday night Fortnite. We're talking after probably midnight Eastern is when those would start. The Cobra Cast IRL would have to start after midnight on those. So we will have to see. Ooh, I like that. Hang on. I like that. Sunday Night Venom with Cobra Cast. I like that. That is good. That is really good. Well said, Adam. Okay. I appreciate that one. Now that is nice. That is nice. Late streams. Yes. It'll have to be really, really late. So, Luke showed my alien tweet today. Luke who? Luke, on TimCast. He showed my alien tweet. Really? Let's see. Like, where would he show it at? Because they didn't have a show today, did they? I'm curious where he showed it. I'll try to see if I catch the follow up. But yeah, I do like that title. That's a really good title. So, anyway, that's cool. I mean, I'm all about people. Luke left TimCast. Did he? Did he leave TimCast? Yeah, We Are Changed. So We Are Changed. Did he leave TimCast? Is that a thing? Oh, he has his own channel. Oh, okay. All right, that's cool. Somebody got a timestamp for me? I'll pull that up. That's right. Late night Cobra. So yeah, if somebody's got a timestamp, oh, he went to Florida. Well, that's a smart place to go. Okay. Oh, so he's a seasonal guest host on TimCast. Okay, that makes sense. See, I don't keep up with the inner workings of it, but I do watch the show occasionally, but I don't know the inner workings of what he has going on there. Jeremy, you need a different name for each night. I mean, like the Cobra Cast right now is pretty good. But I don't know if I can name it something each night. Look, the idea is y'all, like, you guys tell me what you want to see, and I obviously, like, the Sunday Night Venom with Cobra Cast is freaking awesome. Obviously, I would love to take, again, this show is here because of all of you. That's why it's here, that's the most amazing part. And nothing makes me happier than that. You know, for you guys to take some level of, like, ownership in this, you know what I mean? So, Hayden says the Epstein flight logs drop and suddenly UFO invasion. Okay, sure. Did the flight logs drop? Did I miss that? Holy shit. Okay. I didn't know that. And then Sal Mark says people haven't suffered enough under Biden to turn. Maybe. Jeff Combs for $1 got message retracted. Let's see. And then we got Alec Baldwin's finger for 10. Adam Kriegler. Oh, yeah, I got that one. Said he's sad you haven't invited him on your show. Memology, I got that one. Hazel Eyes, I got that one. Gilkman. Darkside Droids. Jeremy, are you going to allow the officiating to dictate your CobraCast victory tonight? Asking for Eagles fans. Bro, that was that was such a bad call. It was such a bad call. I tweeted about it. It was so awful. I can't believe how unbelievably bad that call was. It was very disappointing. Jalen Hurts played a better game. He definitely did. He definitely did. Wookie be bad. Okay, who makes that Cobra Commander helmet? By the way, G&G for life, brother. Hail the fellowship. I want J-Law versus Bree movie. So that Cobra Commander helmet, I got it from GameStop. I don't remember who actually makes it, but it's really cool. And it actually fits too. It fits. And so I'm really I'm trying to see, making sure. I haven't looked at my phone in a while, so that's always it's always a scary thing when I haven't looked at my phone. But yeah, I got it from GameStop, so I don't remember who exactly made it, but you guys can definitely look it up. I mean, I paid, I don't know, maybe $50-$60 for that thing. And obviously I'm a big G.I. Joe fan, love Cobra, love the Joes too. That's why I play Fortnite, because they have a Snake Eyes skin, you know? So did the Epstein flight logs, they didn't really drop though, right? That's a joke, I'm assuming, right? Jalen Hurts was nasty tonight. I'm waiting to see what the chat says. We still got 2,600 people up in here right now. You're all crazy, and I love it. You're all crazy, and I love it. Appreciate all of you. Dude, is this really going to be, this is really a new show, and it's all because of this stupid idea I had, and then all of you crazies supporting me. And I mean that in the most generally good way you can imagine. I love the fact that you guys, I love the Legion of Memers. So for those of you that aren't aware of our little community, we have a Tuesday night show on Geeks and Gamers called Tuesday Night's Main Event, and we have a big show on Nerdrotic's channel called Friday Night Tights, and we have this group of people called the Legion of Memers. They meme us so bad that you would think they hate us. They meme us so bad, but they love us. But you would think they hate us. But what's beautiful is our enemies are always told, like, hey, you guys messing with them, you might want to stay away, because the Legion of Memers will crush you. And that's the best part of it right there. I love that the Legion of Memers are so well known from that perspective. So hail Legion of Memers. Hang on. What did Sumo Orange say? Sumo Orange says, I supported you, but you ignored my super chats. I even stood up for Jalen Hurts. I didn't ignore it. I'm going to get to it. I'm sorry. Blame Brady. Brady's the one that distracted me. Okay, let's find Sumo Orange. Can we find Sumo Orange's super chat? I'm looking for it. Sumo Orange is yelling at me. I got to go find it. Because I listen to the audience. Krista, are you still here? Help me find Sumo Orange's super chat. Put it in important ones or something. Help me out here. All right. So if Krista hears that, she's going to find your Sumo Orange. Okay. You know me. I hate Brady. Not Tom Brady. Brady Burleson. Brady Burleson was trolling earlier. All right, let's see here. All right, Agent, I got that one. Grift away. Oh, you want me to watch the Eliza Bleu TimCast parody by Mike Harlow? Not you, Sumo Orange, but I'm trying to see if I can find this. So Mike Harlow has a TimCast parody. Have you guys seen it? Is it good? Mike Harlow. Okay. Let's see this. Okay. Let's see here. So it's 7 minutes long. Okay. Chat, have you seen it? 7 minutes long. Okay. Here we go. All right. So this is Mike Harlow. All right, here we go.
And now, Mikey Peace Theatre is proud to present TimCast LOL.
Well, that's pretty funny.
Welcome to TimCast, coming to you live from the battleground of the Civil War, where we are its last soldiers. I can literally hear the bombs bursting in air. We'll talk about that. Smash that like button. Tonight, our guest is noted free speech activist and sex trafficking survivor, Eliza Bleu.
Holy fuck.
Thank you, Timothy.
Yeah, how are you tonight, Eliza?
Excuse me, I did not agree to these personal questions. I cannot comment on that.
All right, and would you like a glass of water?
Yeah, I'm gonna object to this abusive line of questioning.
Bro, that's holy shit. Holy crap, that looks just like her.
That's fair. I see your point, but I want to talk about your social media work. So what exactly is your role at Twitter?
I mostly do under the desk work.
Right, and that makes sense, but I guess some people or bots have
Under
questions.
the desk work.
Let me tell you something. Eliza Bleu did not get to where Eliza Bleu is by being a fool. Eliza Bleu lots of people. And that's why it's called a job.
Right, but so what is your job exactly?
I'm a survivor, Timothy. I help survivors. Now let me unpack that for you. My survivors pay me a nominal fee, and if they can find 300 other women to say that they was trafficked, they get a little percent of my fee. So everybody wins, and it's shaped like a
Amway.
Like a pyramid.
Exactly, Tim.
Holy shit, that makes a lot of sense, though. That makes a lot of sense. You remember when she was on Tim Pool and she talked about the survivors and she talked about the Andrew Tate survivors and the victims. And she's like, I believe all the survivors I talk to. And you got to think like, well, why? Why are you so invested to just blindly believe people? And it helps if they have the credibility of her because she was human trafficker survivor. She's well known. She's got 300,000 Twitter followers. She's friends with Elon Musk. She's hanging out with all these people. And then if you can get your story highlighted through her, then it's like it benefits her. It benefits you. It's like a fucking Amway scheme. Holy shit. It's like an Amway scheme.
You're so chiseled and handsome. I'm single.
That makes sense. I see your point.
I also want to mention to all the survivors and aspiring survivors who are watching this program, call this hotline. The number is 122 Eliza Bleu.
And that makes sense. I see your point. So what exactly is your life like right now?
Aspiring survivors. Aspiring survivors. That's how these freaks think. Like they actively want people to be abused so that they can then victimize them even further. Like they want more victims in the world. They want that.
Now, Eliza.
Tim, I come here tonight, beautiful but broken, beaten but not battered, shaken but not stirred.
Why?
I have spent the last week in captivity. I was trafficked for the 17th time this year.
And I believe we have a video from your trafficker. You sent us this video. You said that your trafficker had a statement. He wanted to come clean. And that makes sense. I have no questions.
Yes, my trafficker has to remain anonymous for legal reasons. But he had a statement that he wanted to make. If you can play the tape.
Great. Play the tape.
I trafficked Eliza Bleu. I did it because she is so beautiful and so very youthful too. She does not look a day over 42. That is why I offered her $250,000 for her sex. Eliza Bleu is a survivor, and we need to give her lots of money.
Holy shit.
Wow, those some powerful words.
That's a good point. Makes sense. I have no questions.
What's the chat saying?
What chat? I don't know what you're talking about. I see nothing.
That's exactly what Gerard Way said when I struck him.
Right. So, Eliza, I think people wanted to hear this from you directly. Can you tell us your harrowing story of human trafficking?
Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know if I could relive it again.
And that's fair. I see your point.
Simperson.
Ooh, but I am ready to speak my truth.
That's great.
I was taken at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time this afternoon. My abusers, they put me into a long tube in the sky. And this tube, it had wings. And so they trafficked me into that sky container in confinement. But I survived.
That's not trafficking. That was your flight here.
Right, but well, then they took me to their warehouse, and there was all fluorescent lighting, and they forced me to pick from a variety of different lunch meat options.
That's not trafficking. That's ordering a sandwich. Our producers took you out to lunch.
Yes, but okay, let me break it down for you, because then I got a phone call from these men, and they said that they was from the government. And so they called me on the telephone, and they said that they had my little daughter in captivity, in trafficking. So I had to go and fly in the sky tube to Paris and use my skills as a survivor to rescue her from that captivity.
That's the plot of the movie Taken.
Well, they must have stolen Eliza Bleu's story, and I am suing them.
Makes sense. I see where you're coming from. So, can you tell us the story of your most recent trafficking? What happened?
I was walking through a pit of tar, and there was this little man there. He was my abuser, and he had all yellow lights. And then he held his hand up to me to say, like stop. He was silencing me, and then he had all red lights. He shape shifted. Now, if you can put this man's picture on the screen, this was my trafficker.
That is a stoplight. That's not trafficking. That's crossing the street.
No, I was sitting in my car a long time.
Yeah, that's not trafficking. That's just traffic.
Oh. Want to see my ass?
You're gonna accuse me of trafficking, aren't you?
Possibly.
Okay, that was good. That was really good. That was good. And look, the things the things that he was saying, you may think that's hyperbole. Okay, you may be like, okay, yada 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 yada. This is something that Eliza Bleu tweeted out. A real tweet. I gotta find it. She's got a few tweets. This is a real tweet. Okay. Let's see. Right here. This is a real tweet that Twitter fact checked, by the way. This is a real tweet. Today, I have decided to change my story as a survivor. I have been abused a third time on a massive digital scale. It's called image-based sexual abuse, IBSA. Every individual who knowingly profited off of this content without my consent has become my abuser in my story. So if you think Mike Harlow was, being a little hyperbolic, you realize he wasn't. It's right on brand with this crazy person. This is amazing. And it got fact checked The recent events surrounding Eliza Bleu do not meet the definition of image-based sexual abuse. All of the content was consensually recorded, publicly produced, and initially consensually distributed. Consent cannot be withdrawn from this type of media after the fact. Boom! Sit down. We have a live clip of what just happened to Eliza Bleu.
It's gonna call again.
Damn! That's what just happened. Holy crap. Oh man, what now that's not the like she look at this. Hang on, there was another one I want to show you guys. Look at this. She says, I need brave men to stand up for me right now. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. That's what she said. She said, I need brave men to stand up for me. And of course, that's for my response. Well, there's Az. Az said, I'm a Modern Warfare 2 lobby survivor. And he's got the black hand up. And I said, I toured from 2009 to 2011, 1.39 KD, stand with survivors. And then, of course, I put, I know a guy. I know a guy. He'll be right there for you, Eliza. He'll be right there. Look, this is the beauty of like gamer talk, though. So like I have a 1.39 KD, and then there's one person, and they're like, let me find it. It's probably got a lot of responses. That's a respectable KD. Mine was like 0.8 or something. Somebody else, like there was 2 responses back to back. So one person was like, damn, that's a legendary KD. And then another person's like, you need to get that dog shit KD up, bro. I was like, that's gamers right there, man. One person tells you you're a legend and next tells you you're dog shit. You gotta love it. But yeah, so I mean, this Eliza Bleu situation, she deserves to get roasted beyond belief. Jack Murphy deserved it, and all of these people that just continue to grift away. It is what it is, and we're gonna keep laughing at them. We're gonna keep laughing at them, making fun of them, and eventually there'll be somebody else. Sumo Orange says, Jeremy, can I grift my YouTube channel? Also, can you check your DMs and share something I sent? Let's see. Let me check my DMs. Am I still sharing my screen? I'm not. Okay. DMs. Okay. All right. Accept. Okay. Let me click on this. Let me see. Okay, I got the Patrick Mahomes meme. Now, I'm not going to share the Patrick Mahomes meme here because I don't think this audience is what it applies to, but that is something that can play on Sports Wars. So thank you, Sumo Orange. But I did get your message. So thank you. I appreciate that. Off topic, but will there be a Titanfall 2 private lobbies for geeks and gamers? I missed that game. Titanfall 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, for those of you that are not aware. I miss Titanfall. I cry myself to sleep every night because Titanfall 2 is dead from the online perspective. But I will have Rolo look into that because I would love to. You're welcome, sir. I would love to play some Titanfall, even if it's private lobbies. So I miss it so much. I miss it. Anthony Gaming for $1. Thank you. The Lost Tales. Let's go, Cobra Cast IRL, the superior cast. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Let me see. Robert Wiles, I'm slowly getting better. I hope you like the Mario Kart toys and the other items. Be blessed. You have helped me deal with the stress. Be blessed. Thank you, Robert Wiles. I appreciate that. Nitrium says Titanfall 3 almost happened. Just got officially canceled a few days ago. Nitrium, you sent a Rumble rant too. I'll get that. But it wasn't Titanfall 3 that Respawn canceled. It was a single-player Titanfall game, but it wasn't Titanfall 3. But either way, it's not a bad. It wasn't good news for Titanfall or Titanfall 3 moving forward. Let's see. Nitrium says, unlike YouTube, Rumble lets you post a comment for the hard-earned dollar super chat from the working man. Damn right. Damn right. Johnny the Whiz Kid on Rumble says, remember back years ago, someone accused you of manipulating us with your mind controlling powers. You're the alien now from the planet Ass. The flying fucker not collaborating with Astro Bastards. That was something I was accused of years ago. I was accused of mind controlling my audience. Yes, and making movies fail. That was something I was actually accused of. That did happen. Allison Blunderland, what's up, Allison Blunderland? Let's see. Yo, what's up? Stayed awake to catch the stream. Missed most of last night's, but it's 4 a.m. here, so if I fall asleep, that's why. LOL. Well, thank you, Allison Blunderland. Great to have you here. I know the time is a little off for you, but I'm glad you're here. 2012 Jameson. Cash Man got his 3 strikes and now out. NASCAR Jammer says, yeehaw. Corey Cassell says, +1 for the Mike Harlow parody. Hail Cobra Cast. Yes, we just reacted to it, and it's awesome. Anthony Norris says, did you see the new South Park episode? They made fun of woke Marvel. I didn't, but I'll have to check that out now. Let's see. Rivian Craig says, don't agree with all the Tim hate, but regardless, I'm fully here for the TMZ D-Day Cobra show. Thank you. I appreciate that. Darkside Droids. I got that one. Bethesda's Lore Master Cobra Cast 5 nights a week. Dan Vask as your brand leader and Drunk 3PO as the Ed McMahon. Make it happen. Yes, we do need a few more people on this show, and I will work towards that. I definitely will work towards that. Gabriel Knight says, congrats to the Kansas City refs, Chiefs. Yeah, absolutely. Ashtray, Pim Tool has brief feet. Eric John, pizza artist. Eliza Bleu loves the cash, man. Yes, she does. Joe C. just finished playing Tecmo Bowl on the NES. Finishing the night with your stream. Hail D-Day Cobra. Hail Geeks and Gamers. Cheers. Tecmo Bowl is GOAT. The greatest football game ever made is Tecmo Bowl. Dustin the Grim, have you heard of Steve Inman? He would make an interesting guest on any of your shows. I have heard of him. I'm very familiar with him. The Desi Thinker. Sydney named Rakeda livestream in her lawsuit. What? If this goes to court, imagine Judge watching Nick reading page from Unbreaded Manifesto. Is that true? Sydney mentioned Rakeda in her lawsuit? Is that true? Can somebody confirm that for me? Is that true? What? What? In what capacity? I need to know in what capacity. Holy what? Wow. So it was a stream that Elijah was on. Is that what it is? So it was just a stream, not necessarily Rakeda. It was a Rakeda live stream because Eliza was on it. Is that what I'm understanding? Okay. That's still crazy that Rakeda is involved in it in any capacity. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Elijah was on Rakeda's stream, and some of his comments there are referenced in the lawsuit's filing. Okay, that makes sense right there. Okay, that makes sense. I do understand that one now. Still crazy that our boy Rackets is involved in that. That's wild. Okay. Yeah, Nick did go on their show. He did go on their show. I gotta say, man, guess we dodged a bullet by not being on that show. I guess it turned out to be good that I never made that show. Even though I did go to Dallas, I met Sydney and Eliza separately, but I never was on the show. And so I guess I guess we dodged a bullet. Maybe. Yeah, that's a wild, man. Interesting stuff indeed. Mental Health says, Tim, stop giving your money to people who hate you. Me. Sure thing, boss. Here you go, Cobra Cast IRL. Tim, a Pikachu face. Yes. Thank you. Again, in no way, shape, or form would I ever ask you to stop giving someone money and give it to me. But in the event that someone tells you that they don't want your money, I will tell you I definitely do. And that's essentially what Tim did. He said he doesn't want your money. And I came and said, I do. So that's why we created Cobra Cast IRL. And we're just grifting the night away. Grifting the night away. It's a lovely, lovely night to grift. And also I just want you guys to know that we do have some friends in a place that we love very much. And I'm going to let someone else speak on that place that we love so much right now.
We are also praying for the people of Puerto Rico. We love Puerto Rico.
It just never gets old. It just never gets old. It never gets old. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Bo Zeke says if this show is permanent, Krigler has to co-host. We're gonna get Krigler on, okay? That's gonna happen. We'll get Krigler on. All right. You have my word. I'll make it happen. I don't know when, but we will make that happen at some point. Anthony Gaming, does it suck? Cobra Kai wish they. Oh, it does suck. Cobra Kai wish they went for another 2 more seasons. I mean, I do hate that Cobra Kai's ending because it's one of the great series ever. But you know, it's like at least they're going out on top. At least they're going out on top. I will say this is something I've heard a lot. Now, in the last couple of years, I've done a ton of panel streams with big groups of people and all of that. And I personally, and I'm gonna lean on my boy Salty Cracker here, like, because he's made these same comments about himself. This is why, like, we've had him on Tuesday Night's Main Event, we've had him on Friday Night Tights, but like Salty says he feels he's better solo streaming than on a panel. I feel the same exact way about myself. I don't think I'm great on panel streams, even though I'm obviously on some enormously large panel streams, and I'm very thankful to be part of things like Friday Night Tights and Tuesday Night's Main Event. I think I'm far better alone and solo streams. I heard a lot of people that have told me, like, we want you to get back to solo streams. We want you to do this. And I'm glad that we found this little dumb meme that we created to then evolve into something really cool and more permanent. But this is it right here, man. Like, we're talking to each other. Oh, I'm not going to leave Friday Night Tights. It's a Geeks and Gamers show along with Nerdrotic. I'm never, ever, ever going to leave Friday Night Tights. I love Friday Night Tights. I just feel like I'm better as a solo streamer. Yeah. And so I've heard this from a lot of people. And so, yeah, I absolutely think that this show should stay as a solo show with me just having a rotating kind of, you know, guest coming in for, you know, half the show or part of the show, or me just interviewing someone, you know, and talking to them about things. We're going to let it evolve into whatever it can evolve into. And you guys are you guys are the foundation. You guys make this thing happen. And so, yeah. Let's see. Solo or duo streams work well. Once you have 4+ people, it's just a lot of shouting over each other. It's why no longer even watch F&T. I totally get that. I mean, the F&T is we have such a big panel, and Tuesday Night's Main Event's got a huge panel as well. And it can be a lot. It can be a lot to do. I understand that. Nikki D says The Marvels is going to be the most stunning and brave movie to be released this year. Are you looking forward to it? I'm looking forward to the ad revenue I will get on Geeks and Gamers from it, but I'm not looking forward to the movie itself. Although I got to say that Flash trailer looked really fucking good. The Flash trailer looked really good. Really good. I was really impressed with that. Hayden. Oh, I got that one. Mavdick, should I watch SOA? I got that one. The dude 1764. Is this where all of us PR firm employees come to get our paychecks? I'm going to need some groceries here pretty quick. Like, yes, this is where the PR departments, we do our nightly meetings. We talk about everything. We talk about the next person we're going to hate on. This is where it all happens. Got that one. Darth Broly, the legendary super nerd. Hey, Jeremy, did you see the new Super Mario Brothers video posted? Was there any of the trailers tonight that caught your eye? Thoughts on everything from Super Bowl? Yeah, I love the John Travolta commercial. In terms of trailers, I thought the Flash trailer looked great. It looked phenomenal. And what else from movies? The Mario stuff, yes. All the Mario stuff has been on point as well. Big Mike, I'm going to get to it. If I didn't want to read your supers, why would I highlight your regular? I'm going to get to it. But yeah, Mario stuff is on point. I think the Mario movie is just shaping up to be something special. It really is. It's definitely going to be something special. Thundar the Barbarian. How about Cobra Compound or Cobra Commune? Cobra Cult Cast. I mean, it's what he's got going down in West Virginia. Yeah, he definitely got something like that. I Geeks and Gamers and what we have, like nothing even close, even though we get accused of it all the time. But those are good ones. I like Cobra Compound. That's pretty good. Russian Bot. Ben Shapiro brought back his mailbag, aka super chats for Daily Wire. You think it has to do with the Tim shitting on his viewers? Probably. Probably. Mintrek says, if a redhead works at a bakery, does that make him a gingerbread man? Big Mike, finally. See, we got to Big Mike super chat. You said I was ignoring you, and I'm not. For 5, Tim Pool lives rent-free in your head. He never talks about you. Make your money, though. Boo, boo. I mean, it's 100% right. I mean, he does. Why wouldn't he? It's really good grift. So, yeah, I've been paying a lot of attention to Tim Pool, and I'll continue to do so as long as he keeps fucking up. And he probably, much like John Campea, he's never going to mention me. Now, I don't think Tim Pool knows who I am. He has mentioned Geeks and Gamers a long time ago, and I appreciated that. I don't think he knows who I am. John Campea knows who I am. John Campea will never say my name, and we know that for a fact. We've seen him get super chatted, and he shuts it down when my name is involved. But Tim, I don't think Tim knows who I am. I don't think I'm even on his radar. So, and that's okay. I don't need Tim Pool to know who I am. It doesn't matter to me. But does he live rent-free in my head right now? Absolutely. Absolutely. James 485 is a new member. Thank you so much, James. Soul Native says, I respect his work ethic. He's probably hard on his employees, and I heard his employees act like they're on eggshells when they're talking to him. Yes, Tim. Thank you, Tim. Great work on your end. Yeah, I don't run my ship like that at all. Now, there are times where the way I manage is I'm pretty laid back. Now, when I get mad, I will let it be known, but I do not want anyone that works for me to walk on eggshells now some people do that. Like, I don't have direct connection with every day. So they have like an intimidation factor because it's me. But when I finally talked to them, I was like, you can just talk to me like I'm a normal guy. Like you can meme me, you can make fun of me. It's okay. If something needs to be addressed and we need to have a serious talk, I have no problem setting that tone and setting that, up. But until then, just talk to me like I'm a normal guy. I'm going to talk to you like you're a normal person. That's how we need to interact. And that's how I want it to be. Let's see. Mav Dick says Cashman appeared on I'm Doing Great podcast and attempted to fool the host into believing Eliza. Fortunately, the comment stepped in to help them. Really? I'm Doing Great podcast. Whose podcast is that? Whose podcast is that? I'm curious about that. Hayden, Sydney in the lawsuit did so. Oh, I got that one. Quiet guitarist fan. Rippa is dope as fuck. Yes, Rippa is awesome. He's a good friend. Let's see. Hang on. I'm trying my best here. Let's see here. All right. This person says, don't say you read super chats when you don't. Is that about your super chat that I haven't read? Because the fact that I'm highlighting your regular comment probably hurts the fact that I've ignored your super chat. So what did I do? Did you have a super chat? I'm trying to get to it. So if I'm highlighting your regular comment, there's a pretty good chance I didn't ignore your super chat. So I try my best. I try to stay on point with the chat the best I can. I really do. So let me see. I need you to comment right now. Come on. Fast. Come on. You want me to be fast? You got to be fast. Respond. Tell me what's going on. Come on. I need an answer right now. You don't have time to wait. We're not going to be patient. I need an answer in the chat right now. You don't have time to do anything. You don't have time to scratch your balls. You don't have time to take shit. You don't have time to do anything. I need you to respond right now on my time so I know what's going on, so I can help you, so I can read your super chat. But you got to help me. If you want me to respond immediately, you got to respond immediately. Come on. This is a two-way street, bro. Come on. Where are we at? He's not responding. He wants me to read his super chat immediately, but he won't respond. You got to respond. Look how much you're getting out of this moment. I don't see your comment. How long are we waiting? How long should we wait? How much longer should I wait? Hey, wait a minute. Oh, this one's going to be good. Okay. This one will surely stop people from super chatting me. This one will definitely stop me. I've already moved on from the other guy because he didn't answer. So now we're going to focus on this guy. Probably a troll. Maybe not. There's no way to know. But he clearly doesn't want people to send me money. Okay? He doesn't want anyone to send me money. Probably because of the screen name. It's probably a troll, I would assume. But who knows? We'll leave that up while I'm reading. Okay? So, Darth Zaketh says, I'm in Dallas. People here can't drive on ice. They like to travel in groups to take company into the ditch with them. Yeah, they seriously can't. I learned that one. Chris, the life form. Grift test. Say you like dudes and I give you another 5, but you gay. How strong is your grift? I say I like dudes? I like dudes. Give me money. I don't give a fuck. Give me some money. Like, I did a whole thing where, like, people took, like, clips of me saying stuff, and I just said, like, everything that would, like, make me look bad. I said it on a live stream one time. I was like, I love The Last Jedi. Rian Johnson is the greatest filmmaker of all time. Kathleen Kennedy is the greatest producer in the history of Hollywood. Joe Biden is the greatest president of my lifetime. Clip whatever out you want to fucking say, because the people that follow me know what's true and know what's not true, because anybody can get clips saying anything on the internet, but the real ones know what's up. Big Mike says, smash, don't tell anyone though, bro. You're talking about Blair White. Torchwood Gal, $2 for the tip jar. Good night from Nashville. Thank you. Did this guy ever respond? The Coconut sent a $1.49 super sticker. Hang on. Oh, here we go. You're triggering me, Sonny. All of months to be racist too. All right. Maybe he's mad. Maybe he's not a troll. He really doesn't want me. Just so you know, Lieutenant Commander, I have a lot of super chats to read. Okay. I don't know if that makes you feel better or worse, but there's a lot. And I would imagine that makes you upset. And I really am sorry about that. As someone like yourself that has never seen a vagina your entire life, you clearly have a lot to be upset about. I probably shouldn't be at the top of that list, but I'm happy that I'm there. And I appreciate you being here, watching this stream, just making you more and more angry. Gotta be. He's 100% got to be trolling. He's 100% got to be trolling. So there's no doubt about that. And that's okay. That's what's so beautiful about us in this whole little crazy corner of the internet. We're just assholes, man. We just talk shit. We have fun. We troll. We meme. Sometimes if the troll is so good, you can't tell immediately. Okay? So, Sumo Art says, how's Leia the dog? Leia is great. She's awesome. She's really she's still crazy. She's still crazy. Woo! Bashy Washy. Bashy coming in hot. with the $100 super chat. You know what's up when Bashy Washy shows up. That is what's up. Holy crap. Thank you, Bashy Washy. I appreciate that. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much. You guys, like, you want to know my entire like reaction to this Cobra Cast IRL thing. This is my entire reaction.
I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that. What just happened?
That's pretty much it. But we got one. Thank you, Bashy Washy. And you've created many a tears, sir. Okay. Let's see. This donation is on behalf of Lieutenant Commander Ray Assis. Thank you. The troll has gotten a lot of legwork tonight. So now I got one for Big Mike, because Big Mike was talking about Blair White. So you know what happens, right?
I am not gay. I have relationships with women, sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Hang on. So this one right here, God, where did it go? I wish this was true. Oh crap, not that. The chat keeps jumping on me and I can't highlight. What the fuck? Right here. I wish this was true. Okay. Jeremy has like hundreds of accounts. He just sends messages and money to himself. Oh man. Now that's good. That's good. Oh shit. That's so good. Fucking hell. You guys cracked me up, man. I don't deserve you guys at all. Okay, pizza is great. I've watched every single Cobra Cast IRL, all 3 of them. Keep doing them and I'll watch. Solo lost money. Bree looked hot when she hosted Kimmel's show. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yeah, trolling is 10 out of 10, Gung Ho Mac, and you're usually at the top of that list, buddy. Berserker says, "Hail, Jeremy. Had it with Tim Seltzer. You can have my money instead. About to start my own channel. Maybe one day I'll be big enough to do something with Geeks and Gamers." Hell yeah, man. Honestly, it's not even about like how big your channel is or anything. I mean, look at people like, like Fear the Beardo, and I brought Fear the Beardo, and he had very little following at all. And now like a lot of people know who he is, but I just saw some talent with him. He's got a really good screen presence, and he's doing really good now. So it's like, I typically don't bring bigger creators into Geeks and Gamers anyway, because bigger creators aren't looking to, they're not looking to be on Geeks and Gamers and do, I'm looking for people that I can help, that I can help build. And also, obviously, I want them to help me build Geeks and Gamers. You know what I mean? So yeah, Disparu had, I can't remember the number. I want to say he had less than 40 subs when I found him. 40. And now look at Disparu, he's a fucking rock star. And he just sent me a message one night. I really didn't even think about, like, I was like, it's a stupid fucking squirrel, like he had some dumb squirrel as his profile picture. And I was just like, who the hell is this? And yeah, I watched his video, and he had a damn good video. And I was like, I mean, yeah, I'd love to work with this guy. And I brought him on. And I mean, I'm not the reason Disparu has 100,000 subscribers. I'm not. Disbrew's the reason Disbrew has it, but I guess I gave him a signal boost. Obviously, I've put on a good word for him in a lot of different places. I fought to get him on Friday Night Tights. Wanted to introduce him to Drinker and Baller, and I knew he was gonna, just work well with those guys because Disbrew is awesome. And so he is fantastic, and he deserves everything he's gotten. So I'm happy I could play any part into that with Geeks and Gamers. And that's what it's meant to do. Let's see. Brett says Shane Cashman should just stick to stories about supernatural mysteries. Makes for better fiction than his Eliza Bleu story. Absolutely. Weather Helm. Band Lives Matter. Free Britney. Free Britney. I think it's her birthday today, Brittany Venti's birthday. Or it was. Happy birthday to Brittany Venti. Let's see. Paul says, hello, Jeremy. Love the content. This one is a bit off topic, but I wanted to get your take on how bad the new Mel Brooks History of the World Part 2 will be. Love you. Not gay, but maybe gay. God bless. I need to look into that. I don't know much about this Mel Brooks History of the World Part 2. I have to look into this. I don't know anything about that. So I apologize for not having any information on that, but I'll look into it and maybe give you some feedback next time. So thank you for the support. We got a first-time super chatter. Wargasm says, I think we need to take a minute and give thanks to Socrates McGrath without his comment pushing. Without pushing Tim over the edge on Cobra Cast IRL might not exist. Yes, like, dude, it's just like the Jack Murphy. Does anybody remember the super chat? That or Scrotus, is it Scrotus McGrath? Did I pronounce that wrong? Scrotus McGrath. Yeah, sorry, Scrotus McGrath. What was the Jack Murphy super chat? Mr. Dick and Balls, right? Mr. Dick and Balls? Is that who sent the super chat on You Are Here? Mr. Dick and Balls. I think it was, no, it wasn't Doctor, it was Mr., wasn't it? Yes, Mr. Dick and Balls, right? Is it Doctor? Okay, maybe I was wrong. Dr. Dick and Balls. Okay, Dr. Dick and Balls. How are these big creators getting triggered over one super fucking chat, dude, from a troll? Like, how is this happening? You know what I mean? Like, you have to laugh. Like, I just pronounced like 5 fucking words wrong in the past 10 minutes and everybody's laughing at me. Do you know why they're laughing at me? Because it's fucking funny. Gary, Nerdrotic. This man has literal Coke bottles on his eyes. He can't see shit. He boomers every fucking thing. And he's probably going to have 1 million fucking subscribers in the next 6 months to a year. Because he's awesome. You know? Let's see. Hang on, I gotta check something real quick. Let's see. Gary can't read, neither can I. So it's all good. All right. Got that one. Big Mike, Tim advised against Shane doing the article. I got that one earlier. Krabash says they are either stupid or she has something on someone at TimCast. How else does all this make sense? I agree, but I do think that we did kind of make the connection that maybe this is more about Elon Musk, so maybe it's more about Elon Musk. That's what I tend to believe. Hayden 75 says, Jeremy, you are a true leader. The book stops with you and you know it and address it. You deserve immense respect for doing what should be the norm. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I try to be like, I try to be as good of a leader as I can. I'm not always going to be successful in that. I'm going to learn. I'm going to fail sometimes and I'll try to learn from those failures. But ultimately, I didn't like how Tim moved the responsibility from him to Shane, even though I think Shane is more so responsible. You're the fucking leader. You can't just throw your guy under the bus like that. And I thought it was pretty crappy when he's like, yeah, I mean, I advise Shane not to do it. And it's like, bro, that's not what you do. You don't ever do that. You don't ever do that. So I don't know. I didn't like it. Dylan Sharp, Tim recognized he was careless and arrogant on Thursday's live. We need to give people a path to redemption, or we're just canceling like the left. Well, I thank you for the super chat, Dylan. Again, as I've said, I don't want Tim to lose his show. I don't want Tim to lose any paid subscribers. I don't want him to be hurt by this at all. If you choose to take him at face value where he says, I don't want your money, well, then that's you as an individual, responding to someone saying they don't want your money. Did he back off and apologize? Yes. Did I think it was very convincing? No. Did he still hedge his bets on this whole PR op or all this bullshit? Yes. He has not fully owned all of it. He just hasn't. Like, let me see. I don't know if I can fucking find this. And I can't honestly remember. Let's see. Hang on. Let me see if I can find this. All right. On this. Okay. I don't even fucking know what I said, really. But here's how I handled the Zack Snyder deal. Okay. So I gotta fucking pull it. This is how I handled the Zack Snyder thing. I'm not gonna play the whole fucking video, by the way. But here we go. This is not a video I wanted to make. I've been waiting several days because we have been trying to get a clarification from Zack Snyder in reference to his statements he made on the live stream, where it appeared that he was tying Geeks and Gamers to a hate group or something like that. I don't believe that that's what he was doing, but it seemed like that's what he was doing if you don't have any prior knowledge of the situation. We wanted to get that clarification. Maybe it still will come, but I cannot wait any longer. Ultimately, with that clarification, this video would not have been posted. Now I have to defend everything that we have done because we didn't put ourselves in this position. Zach himself put Geeks and Gamers in this position, and then Zach himself then decided to then denounce Geeks and Gamers. And I have all of the evidence to prove everything I'm saying. I have nothing but respect for Zack Snyder. I don't have anything against him. I'm not trying to hurt him or his image. I am trying to protect Geeks and Gamers and everything we have done. We did everything we could to stay out of the position that he decided to put us in. And here is the entire story behind it. So I go into all the details. Okay. And then I apologize to everybody. I can't fucking remember where, but I'm not going to make you watch all that shit. If you want to go watch that, you can. The Truth is Zack Snyder live stream controversy fully explained. Ultimately, I apologize to all of our fans, all of our supporters, my entire team, and everybody I put in a bad spot because that's what a fucking leader is supposed to do. Good God, I'm not supposed to say, well, hey, so-and-so had this idea and you don't do that. What the fuck, man? Holy shit. Like, you just own it. You fucking own it and you move on. He doesn't want to do that with his people, I guess. I don't know. It's weird to me. Let's see. Anthony Norris says Tim Pool is nothing but a sellout. Alonzo says it was originally supposed to be called Subverse, but a hentai animation site took the name of their game. I don't know what that's in reference to. That was a while back. Brugg says grift harder, rookie. I'm trying. Big Mike, how about you reach out to Tim's team and go debate him in person? Would you do it? Tim could come on this show anytime. No, I'm not going to his fucking studio. I'm not going in there. He can get on a fucking StreamYard call and he can talk to me if he's interested. I don't think he is, but he absolutely could come on here any fucking time. I'm not going on his show. Fuck him and his show. And that's that high horse bullshit. Like, he can't go on anybody's show, but they can go there and help him build his audience. Like, that's fine that you want people there to build your audience. 100% cool, but like, pay it back, bro. You know what I mean? You can't pay it back. You know, you can't go on anybody's show. Like, you can't go on a fucking StreamYard call. Why? Why do you have to control every aspect of it? So no, but he could come on here anytime. We would love to have Tim Pool on Cobra Cast IRL. Do you think he's going to show up? Really? Because we know the answer. It's not going to happen. Let me see. Got that one. Kangrid says, funny Tim makes fun of Trump putting his name on all his stuff. Yes, he does. He does. That is true. Sumo Orange. Oh, yeah, I got that one. Speaking of Griff, can I plug my channel? Sumo Orange. Check out Sumo Orange, everybody. Potentially criminal. People who talk about gang stalking are lunatics. Gang stalking is a symptom experienced by people with severe mental illness. Yeah, I had never ever I wasn't even familiar with it. JD, wait till you hear about Sydney Watson lawsuit. LOL. I'm hearing more about it. I'm gonna have to look into that one. Jack Axe, if hip hop video was AI, there would have been less cottage cheese. Big Mike, why not rake Eliza? Why focus on Tim? Seems dumb. I addressed that one earlier. Okay, bot farms are a real thing. He made a mistake. I mean, he 100% made a real mistake, and he's not owning it 100%. He's still hedging his bets, and he's still buying into some of his bullshit. The professional zilch, Hunter S. Thompson, the inventor of gonzo journalism, would have pistol whipped Cashman. Joseph Fazio, what do you think about Sydney Watson suing Elijah Schaefer on Blaze? Yeah, I got to look into it. Have not. Alice in Blunderland, 3 words, sunken cost fallacy. Tim can't stop. Agreed. Brady Burleson, there's your hello. Thundar Barbarian, Jeremy, who would you put out? Wait, hang on. Oh, that's the request for the super chat for Tim. Let's see. Scroats Magoat. What did I say? Socrates earlier? What the fuck's wrong with me? Bad Goat. Scroats is my co-pilot. Jaximus Prime. Trump Scroats 2024. Cliff 3188. People attain wisdom from important lessons by going through great hardships. Tim refuses to resolve this self-inflicted issue and looks ever the fool. I remember Socrates. I remember when the Snyder thing happened. I said to myself, I'm like, I will never ever allow this to actually hurt us. We will build from this. We will learn from this, and we'll look back on this as a moment. And that's exactly what we did. Z Herb, can you roast me? Who are you? Get relevant enough, and then I can roast you. How about that? Get relevant enough, motherfucker. That was me just roasting you, by the way. I appreciate the super chat. Death Adder becomes a new member. Thank you so much. Isaac DeLima, RIP Crash T1. Ministry of Wrong Think. I know he's a spammer, but damn, bro, murdered him in front of thousands of people. Yeah, that dude got annihilated. That dude got annihilated. But that's his lore master. No need for Jurgen's crash. Enough tears to finish. Liquid Sherigan says, amen, brother. Beta Fasta Cheapa. Shane, I will die on this hill. Everyone, weird hill to die on, but at least you're dead. I heard that. Extra Zero, I want a timeline. Shame gets sued into oblivion and does a gonzo article about the joint featuring his cellmate Chris Chan. Chris Chan getting a mention here on Cobra Cast IRL. God damn it jumped on me. Of course it jumped on me. You guys are insane with the amount of support. Like, I don't even understand why you guys are here, but I appreciate it. I appreciate each person. Someone the other day commented and they said that they appreciated me saying that the lurkers are just as important as the super chatters and all that. I mean that shit. I do. You're talking to a person that still to this day, every time I upload a video, every time I go live, every time anything happens, I wonder if anybody's going to watch it. I just do. And maybe that sounds crazy to some people. I don't know. I started Geeks and Gamers in 2011. I didn't make a profit until 2018. That's 7 years. I lost money. I had we tried all types of shit. A lot of stuff worked. A lot of stuff didn't work. But ultimately, I lost a lot of money. And it took a long time to figure out what direction, we're going in. And, but I've talked to people about this before. Like, if you have a dream, or if you're working on something, if you believe in it, don't give up. Like, stay the course. Creating Geeks and Gamers And all those years, I second guessed myself. I almost quit. I almost gave it up. I almost stopped because, people are like, oh, well, just, you're random people in your inner circle. And it's not meant in a disrespectful way, but it does crush your spirit where people that and again, to be clear, it's not that it's coming off as disrespectful as it may sound, but people are like, hey, what are you doing for work these days? Still doing the geeky thing. And yeah, I'm still trying to do the Geeks and Gamers thing. I have this part-time job, and like, yeah, you need to get a real job. Yeah, I mean, I know. And if you meet different people, you're like, oh, I work here, and I'm like, really? Oh, that's impressive. No, it's not. And then I'll say like, yeah, I have this thing, Geeks and Gamers. What's a Geeks and Gamers? Like, it's just website, video games. I'm like, oh, and then you just see the respect just dwindle right before your very eyes because they're like, what a fucking loser. And that shit gets in your head. You know what I mean? And it really bothers you. And it bothered me. And I there'll be days I was just like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm not making a living at this. People look at me like I'm stupid. My peers think I'm an idiot. They think I'm a loser. And of course, eventually it did obviously work out. And then those same people, and again, it's not meant to be as negative as it sounds, but it's how it affects you because they didn't mean to be negative, but they crush you when they second guess you, or when you can tell the look in their eyes or their little bitty mannerisms where you could tell that they really think you're stupid. They don't say it, but it has an effect on you. And so obviously, when it started to turn the corner, those same people are like, I'm so proud of you, Jeremy, man. What you've done is amazing. I'm so proud of you. I always knew you could do it. I'm like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. You literally looked at me like I was the biggest loser ever. So that's a long way of saying that I appreciate each and every one of you being here. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing here, I appreciate it. So if you have something you're striving for, keep that grind going. Don't give up. You don't know where the break is going to happen. So keep grinding. Let's see. Let me find where I was. Extra Zero. I want the timeline. I got that one. Darth Adder. Let's see. Why is Tim doing this? Look up narcissist personality disorder and tell me that doesn't apply to Tim right now. That's very true. Anthony Curtis, as a Tim Pool member, the thumbnail was hilarious. Thank you. I appreciate that. Drunk 3PO with his 99-cent super chat, even though he doesn't read my $50 super chats. 2012 Jameson, extremely small channel, but I said he should go on your show and others. It's funny how bad Tim did. Name your top 5 roasts I have done. Top 5 roasts. Wow. I mean, it's been a while since I did the roasting stuff because, like I said, as we started to grow the team out and everything, I stopped doing the roasting stuff. And I don't remember off the top of my head. I know a lot of people here in the chat are going to remember some of my all-timers, but I would crush people back in the day on Twitter or on YouTube. It was fun. But what I'd say is for people that really want to see me interacting with my critics, like I said, I would urge you to go over to RK Outpost, Ryan's YouTube channel, and go ahead and you can find the hater stream and the common ground stream and whatever, and you can see me. I mean, I did an open call, and hang on just a minute. I did an open call to anyone that doesn't like me to come on there and debate me and tell me whatever you want. Let's hash out our differences. And I would maybe do that in some point in time. I might do it. We'll see. And a lot of people are drunk. That's what they're saying. So anyway, in terms of the roast, it's been so long since I really roasted people. I'd have to think about it. Let me see. Jay Hellstorm for $1.02 because he respects me more than Drunk 3PO. Alec Baldwin's finger, I got that one. Martin, I got that one. Hayden 5. Shane also did a piece. I got that one. Weather Helm. This is about the principle of free speech. Stay true to your principles and succeed. Success is assured. Rock on. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Sunnyo. Carissimi, I think is how I say that. Didn't Tim Pool apologize though at one point? He did release an apology video. To be fair though, yeah, nobody is perfect, especially him. Yeah, I mean, I feel like his apology video wasn't really an apology video. He made a video on James O'Keefe, and he tied his apology into the James O'Keefe story. And to me, it just didn't come off as genuine. And he still kind of was like, but this and but that. And he was still trying to justify shit. You know what I mean? And I just don't, it didn't come off as genuine to me. So, that's just my take on it. Maybe you disagree. Maybe it worked for you. And if it did work for you, that's totally fine. Totally fine. It just, for me, it still just did not work good. So, I'm trying to find where we're at. Salty Source Rex. I got that one. Echo Base Network. Nick, whatever happened with the fish and trip deal? Oh my God, man. That's such an old, funny story that I've never done as much as I said I was going to. That shows how busy I've been. Bob Goose becomes a new member. Thank you so much. All right, we finally, okay. The guy that was mad, I finally found his super chat. I don't know what his name is. NY Renal MD. Okay. He says, I donated to Tim's van journalism grift. Is this where I can apply to get my money back? Judge someone by their actions always. So I got to your $5 super chat. Is it NY Renal MD? Is he still here? Are you still here? I hope he's still here. I'm going to be so happy if this guy's still here, because I want him to know that I did get to his super chat. Like, it would be awesome if he's still here. All right. As a matter of fact, let me copy. This is his name. Okay. Copy. All right. Paste. Okay. We're going to add him. We're going to add him in the chat. Okay. All right. There. This guy. Are you still here? I hope he's still here. Did he ever comment back when I was trolling earlier? Come on, man. Are you still here? We want you to be a legend on the Cobra Cast IRL stream. This is one of those moments where we're going to remember this. We're going to remember this for a long time. Okay? This is going to be a great moment for all of us. We're all going to remember you. He's probably whacking. I mean, that's what I would be doing too. So, all right. I can't watch the chat and read super chat, so I'm going to have to look away from the chat. I wish he was still here. All right. Well, let's leave. Hayden, Drunk to Reveal wanted us in a super chat, but the $1 you spent to buy him at Home Depot wasn't enough. I've decided to help Jay at Drunk 3PO get noticed. He is a broke Latino, apparently. I don't know. Oh, man. That's good stuff. Freaking Drunk 3PO. Let's see. That's a good one. Let me get this one. All right. Darren says, thank you for respecting your chat and giving us all a voice, even to all the people who may not like it or your content. Keep kicking ass. Hey, man, thank you. And I do. I mean, I just treat the chat how I want to be treated. I know, like, you can't get to everybody. You can't read everything, and you can't respond to everybody. But you try to let them know that, you know, you try to let them know that you appreciate them, and that's the best you can do. And, you know, Cobra Cap. Let's see. All right. I guess our buddy is probably not here. Man, I feel bad because he was a Tim Pool guy, and he was like, I'm going to send this dude my $5 and let's see if he reads it. And then he got mad because I didn't read it in time. And I'm sorry for that, but we're going to have to move on. Maybe he'll show up. Brett says, when will Geeks and Gamers branded beanies be on sale? Maybe. We'll see. Disillusioned Man says, roast me. Well, clearly you're an ugly fuck. That's why you put a raccoon in your profile picture. So, I mean, that just shows insecurities right there. So, hey, man, whatever you got to do. Grizzly Nightmare, looking like a good year for D-Day Cobra. Keep it up. Lizzie Fletcher, grooming and traffic used way too much. Amber Heard. Yes. Drew and Charlie, now you got to get hammered and argue with the chat and you'll be as good as the other Jeremy. Keep on grifting, baby. Hell yes. Yeah, I mean, that's something that'll never happen because I don't drink, never will drink. But it's funny when Quartering gets drunk and just does his drunken rants on Twitter. Air to the Run. Here's another few bucks to get some clothes in Orlando since you keep wearing the same top. Cool sweater, though. Hey, this is the 221B Tactical Geeks and Gamers hoodie. Okay, you can get this on 221B Tactical right now. Okay, along with the official Geeks and Gamers hat. Okay, and if we sell enough of this, do you know what we can get? Do you know what we can get on 221B? Do you know what we can get? We can get Cobra Cast IRL merch. That's right, with the skull logo. Okay, I know you want that. But I gotta move enough of this, and then we can expand into the D-Day Cobra IRL merch. So hop on over to 221B and get your Geeks and Gamers hoodie right there. Okay. All right. Where are we at? Lizzie Fletcher, Eliza is Amber Heard 2.0. Lies. Amber was abused too. Are you okay? Hang on. Are you saying that Amber Heard was abused? I viciously disagree with that if that's what you believe. But if that's what you're saying, literally your super chat says Eliza is Amber Heard 2.0. Lies. Amber was abused too. Okay. She said no. This is okay. I'm just reading your super chat. So it came off like it was confusing. So she said no. Okay. Right there. Here she is. Hang on. She said no. All right. So leave Lizzie alone. Let her clarify in the chat. Okay. And then we will highlight her chat once again. Okay. Where you at, Lizzie? Let's let you clarify. I don't want to put you out. I meant up. Sorry. Okay. No problem. We got the clarification. So all good. Thank you, Lizzie. I'm glad we got that squared away because people were going to go crazy. Okay. No worries. All good. See, we looking out for the peeps here. Okay. We got to make sure. Sometimes I can't speak right. Sometimes you can't chat right. And sometimes we get a little mixed up. Okay. So, all right. All good. Let me see. Jedi J May. Waiting for my gamer flag hoodie to arrive. Hail Cobra Cast. Hail Geeks and Gamers. Much love, brother. Hell yes. That's awesome. Ruthie, why are you timing out Justin Proper? Don't time out Justin Proper. Justin Proper has been here forever and a day. Eric Miller, I watch both Tim and you guys. While I don't care if you make fun of Tim, make that money. Just don't get distracted from Eliza. That was the one actually removing creators. I agree. I have massive problems with Tim, though, in the situation, too. But as Big Mike has said, I hear that point. I do hear that point. The Rev Roma King, can I get a channel shout out? I hope to learn the grift of grift. Great work as always. The Rev Roma King. Thank you for the super chat. And it's all together. The Rev, TheRevroma, like Tony Roma's, and then King all together. Joseph, to troll the troll who trolled Jeremy. Oh, hi, Brady. Let's see, Brady. Oh, you put the E on there, so I thought it was like Bradley. Hi, Brady. Welcome to the home of the King Cobra. Thank you, Joseph. McDaddy says, use this to fund the D-Day Cobra movie. I heard for $500, Eliza Bleu could be added to the talent lineup. Lying face, let's see, lying dog face pony soldier. Hit the like button. Free speech is everything. Thank you for that. Smash the melee button. We still have 2,000 people here, and we have 2,300 likes right now, ladies and gentlemen. Those are some impressive numbers for only episode 3 of Cobra Cast. Those are some impressive numbers. Demajinai, Eliza has opened up a shitstorm. Sucks to be her. Yes, she has. Eric Miller. Also, why has nobody used hashtag blue balls, spelled BLEU balls? I think I've seen that one going around. Revenge of the Netherrealm. Who do you think has the most ironclad and lucrative contract in media entertainment today? My first guess would be J.K. Rowling. Oh, so we're talking like, not just like Fox News, CNN, all that shit. We're talking like anybody? That's a good question. So who do I think has the most ironclad and lucrative contract in media entertainment today? Your first guess would be J.K. Rowling. Probably JK. JK is nearly a billionaire, and she still has direct connection with her IP. So unlike somebody like George Lucas, who had Star Wars, he doesn't have any connection to Star Wars anymore. He still makes money from it, but it's not to the level of JK. Like, I remember JK Rowling was working with Disney, and she was going to bring Harry Potter to Disney World. That was going to happen. But Disney wanted her to give up creative control, and she refused to give up creative control. And Disney was like, well, we're not going to bring you into the park if you don't give us creative control. So she fucking walked away and went to Universal. And now she's kicking Disney's ass with Universal. And so I would imagine she's definitely up there. Tom Cruise is another one for sure. Michael Jordan. Absolutely Tom Cruise and Michael Jordan for sure. James Cameron with his Avatar IP is a good one too. Yeah. So absolutely. Alex Baldwin's finger. I'm still waiting for let's see. I don't know. Batagaf care. When do we get it? What are you asking me? I don't know what you're asking me, Alex Baldwin's finger. Don't send another super chat to clarify. Just throw it in the regular chat and I'll see if I can catch it. Alec Baldwin's finger dropped 50 gifted memberships on this channel on the very first episode, or was it the second episode of Cobra Cast? I can't remember. Yeah, he sold out to White Slavers. I remember that one. Shattered Mask. Yo, I make some music. Feel free to use it if you want. If you like anything you hear. Shattered Mask. I'll have to check that out. Oh, Joe. Okay. That's good, Alec Baldwin's finger. That was good. Okay. That's a Biden gaffe. Okay, that was fucking good. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, good stuff. All right, so our buddy NY Rental MD, I don't know if I'm saying that the right way. How can jets be shooting down foreign objects and the president not on TV explaining? If Trump was president, the press wouldn't give him an inch. Be honest. Yes. You fit here, bro. Where are you at? Are you still mad at me because I missed your $5? Now I got your second $5 super chat. We're here, man. We're on the same page, bro. You're a Trump guy. I'm a Trump guy. You're good. We're good. I hope we're cool. Okay. Mary Nicholson. All this fighting will do is leave the door open for the Dems. Same thing happened to Teddy Roosevelt back in the day. I agree with that. I mean, that's why I'm more worried about the Trump DeSantis element. That's what I'm really worried about. So, Allison Blunderland, I think Florida needs DeSantis right now. Shame the UK can't borrow him because we have no strong leader to speak of. We're practically screwed, LOL. Yes, I agree with that. Sal Mark, people haven't suffered enough under Biden to turn. Let's see. Jeff Combs, that dollar retracted. We've got Jeff Combs was, oh yeah. So that was Jeff Combs' first ever super chat. Thank you for the first ever super chat from Jeff, even though he retracted his message. We appreciate it. Critic 19, or no, sorry, Citric 19 is a new member. Thank you. Lee Cranmer is a member. Why the smoke and mirrors? The Ohio train situation is sus. Yeah, there's a lot of sus stuff going on for sure. Big Mike, James Gunn is on Epstein's flight log. Is he really? I don't believe that one. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would believe it if, like, I wouldn't be shocked. I don't believe you, Big Mike. Maybe I should. Lancer737, today's aliens, Colonial Marines turned 10 the game. Oh, nice. Anthony Norris, you should have Kyle Rittenhouse on your show. I'll be honest, like, I like Kyle Rittenhouse. I think he's awesome. I respect the fuck out of him for what he did. I don't really give a fuck about talking to Kyle Rittenhouse. And it's nothing against him. I just don't give a fuck about talking to him. You know what I mean? Like, cool. He's awesome. He was on Ricada. He's been doing, like, he was just hanging out with Trump. Okay. But I don't give a fuck about talking to him. I would, but he's just a young dude, man. And he's still figuring out the world. And that's cool. I just feel like what I would want to talk about and what he's into, it just, it doesn't, you know, doesn't mesh. So, but I don't think he's that entertaining of a person to talk to anyway. So, you know, the Lost Tales, off topic, but oh yeah, I got that one. Jeff Combs, $2 for Jeff now. $2. He came back. He retracted the first one, but he dropped another $2. That lets me know he's still happy. Jacob Reed says Jeremy hosts Bigfoot versus Toro Bull live. You guys got all kind of ideas for me, but that's just Lore Master. The type of men Eliza is asking for never stand up. They always sit when they piss. Yes. Mr. Self-Destruct, hail Tuesday Night Titans. Good God. And then the Orange Gigantin. And how did I mispronounce that one? The other one. I'm not even going to say it because I'm going to fuck it up. Static 2020. I think he was one of the first to interview Elijah after everything went down. Ricada, I'm assuming. Good Wrench, $5. Thank you, Good Wrench. Big Mike, your fans are anger addicts. Get off the drama. Big Mike is really mad at us right now. Still love you, Big Mike. The Coconut for $1.49 super sticker. Thank you. Disillusion man. Everyone send Jeremy some of Dan's fake money. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure. I originally found you through a detractor video. Didn't like you at first, but the more I watch over the past year and a half, the more I've liked you in Geeks and Gamers. Also, Jay is a great dude. Thank you. Nothing makes me happier to know that people may not like me at first and they watch a little more and they get to know a little more and they end up liking me. And that's cool. Thank you. There's Bashy Washies. Hundi Dala says, just cause I want to see some tears tonight. Johnny Wary Sex, aka Juice Cannon. Thoughts on Roseanne's comeback show? I haven't seen it, but I did hear about it, but I don't know enough about it to make a comment on it. Let's see. Darren Bennett, love you, that umbrella guy, and Ricada Law. Best at solo streams with no more than 4 to 6 on a live stream. Legal Mindset, Camelot, awesome. All good people. Chris Torby says Trump can beat DeSantis in a primary, but DeSantis has a better chance in a general election against Biden due to being less divisive. Thoughts? I don't disagree, but I think they both can beat Biden. I think that the difference is I don't want to hold Trump accountable because he's better at pissing off left-wing lunatics. And that's ultimately what it comes down to. Donald Trump will never bend the knee to these fuckwads at all. I'm not saying DeSantis will either, but Trump triggers them on another level. And, you know, I don't want to punish him because freaks hate him more than they hate someone else. I don't think that's right. This man got 75 million votes in a re-election term. 75 million. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff with that election that can't be discussed here on Mama Susan's platform. But I don't know, man. I just the whole thing I don't want to punish Trump just because people hate him more. You know, fuck these people. Fuck these freaks. You know, I'm sick and tired of them and their bullshit. And I don't want to give them any credit. They don't deserve credit just because, oh, well, we hate Trump more. That's what they want. They want you to be intimidated by their hatred of him. And I don't want to have my support for Trump determined by freaks that hate him, because that's what they want. They want their hatred. They want their freakouts. They want all of that to have an impact. And if you give them that power, you will regret the fuck out of it. And that's ultimately it. Don't give them any power. So if you're scared of Trump simply because of the people that hate him, they win they will win, because then they will see all we got to do is freak out over the next person. All we got to do is scream and cry over the next person. All we got to do is say the next person is racist. The next person is sexist. The next person is this. The next person is that. Fuck them. Don't give them that opportunity. Stand with Trump. He's the greatest president of my lifetime. He was phenomenal. Do not let these freaks have any impact on what you want to do. He's the man. That's my stance on it. I love Ron DeSantis. Love the man. I have nothing negative to say about Ron DeSantis. I just cannot allow these freaks to determine where my support goes. Let's see. Ben Talk. Yeah, during MLK year. How dare you? I don't know how to read this one. Avuelo, I think. I think that's Bulgarian money, because you are the cast IRL we need, but not the one we deserve right now. If you're looking to pull at my heartstrings, that's the way to do it. To use a quote from the greatest comic book film ever made, The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight, the greatest comic book film ever made. Using a quote from a Nolan movie is always a way to get into my good graces. Hell yes. Pondering Gray says, hang on. Gay on gay sex is gay, but Blair White is Blair White. Steph Wilson, do you like Gavin McGinnis? Yeah, I like Gavin. I haven't paid attention to Gavin in the last couple of years, but I like Gavin McGinnis. So, cool video. Hi, love your new show, Jeremy. Do you think Tim Pool failed as badly as Uber Eats Bolter Boy did? No, not even close. Because Tim Pool's actually successful and actually good at what he does. So no, I don't think that that's even remotely close to the same thing. Bashy Washy just can't frack up, double down and insults the masses, and then say sorry without taking responsibility or being honest about the apology. Redemption is earned, not given. Absolutely, Bashy Washy. Abso-fucking-lutely. Big Mike, stop hating, bro. Eliza is the problem, not Tim. That was originally the problem, was Eliza, but Tim made himself the problem by ignoring the story and then eventually blaming the audience for it. Tyrell, first super chat for Cobra Cast IRL. Hey, brother, just want you to know all of us who were with you at the start are proud of you and glad you went pro. Well done, man. Also, can we get a welcome back for another video? I'll give you the old school. Okay, we'll go with the old school intro. Okay, Geeks Gamers fans will remember this one. What's up, Geeks and Gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we're going to talk about Tim Pool. Tim Pool continues to double down on his audience being the problem. Tim Pool continues to ignore Eliza Bleu, destroying his reputation. He's blaming the fans. He's blaming YouTubers. He's blaming PR firms that don't exist. This is a nightmare for him, and we're going to talk about it. There you go. That good? There you go. Swig of water for the working man. All right, there we go. All right, that was awesome. That felt good. That was good. I like it. Bashy Washy, no, Big Mike. The problem is the wolf in sheep's clothing. Yes, I agree. Bon Necron 44. Jeremy, you have not let success go to your head. Look forward to seeing you again in Vegas this year. Thank you. I appreciate that. I saw someone asking, because we did the plushies on Friday Night Tights. I was supposed to be part of the first run and I fucked up and didn't get it designed. There's going to be a D-Day Cobra plushie on the next run for Friday Night Tights. I want to sell the fuck out of these things. We got numbers we got to hit. Okay. I'll keep you guys posted. I don't know when this is going to be announced or when the final one is designed, but I'm looking forward to it. So that's going to be cool. Where are we at? Root the Star Wars for Life. What did you think of the halftime show, Jeremy? I'm not a big fan of Rihanna. I'm at a point now where every time I think about Rihanna, I just think about her getting her ass beat by Chris Brown, and then her still like taking him back or whatever. So, I guess she's pregnant, but it did look like Super Smash Bros, which was kind of cool. That part was cool. You know what killed it? Chris Stapleton. Chris Stapleton crushed it tonight for the national anthem. That's who crushed it. It's Chris Stapleton. But if you still want to know the greatest halftime performance of all time, that would be the one and only King of Pop, Michael Jackson. The greatest halftime performance ever. Right there. Right there. Beck C. I'm totally a Jeremy and Salty simp, loving the new show. Thank you. I appreciate that. My buddy, Lieutenant Commander Ray, how do I say this? Ray Assis. Hate group is right. Can't believe this meep is making hundreds just blathering during Black History Month, Black Month. I'm so mad I could stick my head in the freezer. What the fuck? Racist. Is that it? Racist. Okay. Lieutenant Commander Racist. Is that how I say it? Fuck, I'm an idiot. All right. Lieutenant Commander Racist. Okay. Got it. My bad. That is a hell of a troll, bro. That's a hell of a troll right there. Dude, you remember? Do you remember? So this is like early days, okay? Early days when the YouTube channel was like going big on Geeks and Gamers, and somebody super chatted me. And it's the Nick with the last name Kerr, you know, like that one. And he's like, "Hey Jeremy, hey, my cousin Nick." And he's like, he's a big fan and he just wants to get a shout out. So if you give him a shout out for his birthday, I'm like, "Oh yeah, hey Nick." And I said it. "Hope you're having a great one, Nick." And I say his last name every fucking time. I can't believe no one clipped me. I can't believe that these weirdos that hate me on Twitter didn't clip me and they're just using it every day. But I'm just like, after like the third time of saying it, I was like, "Oh fuck. Oh shit. Yeah, you got me. Shit." No, gotta love it, man. That is the first ever super chat from Lieutenant Commander Racist. Justin Proper. No. Do not ignore the fishing trip question. We, the OG fans that have been with you for many years, need an answer. When is it happening? At least I'm closer to Tampa now. And I have a friend who charters every other day. Like he's a fisherman. So I guess we're somewhat close. We're closer than we've ever been. Okay. And I guess the more successful Cobra Cast IRL becomes, maybe the more it'll become a reality. There you go. What's up, Justin? Darren Bennett says, "Thank you for," I got that one. Justin Popper says, "Look at the bright side, Jeremy. Even if you did read his super chat while he was here, you'd probably butcher it anyways. Hashtag proper Jeremy lives." That is true. You're not wrong. Justin Proper says, "By the way, one of my blog posts on Geeks and Gamers website is just gone. Who do I reach out directly so I can fix it, so it can be fixed?" I think we made the decision to remove blog posts in general. I don't know if they were supposed to be deleted. They were supposed to be shut down to where, because essentially what was happening is if you're a user on the website, we had this feature where you could make a blog post, but like haters were going in there and making blog posts as like, they were making racist blog posts and then screenshotting it and then sending it out and saying like, "Look what kind of fans Geeks and Gamers has." They're just making up these, they say the N-word and they talk about how they're Yahtzees and all this stuff. It was a fucking disaster. And so they were screenshotting it and then putting it on Twitter and all of this stuff. It was making us look really fucking bad. And so I was like, well, fuck, I don't know. I'd have to look into that. I talked to my team about it and see what's going on. I don't have a direct answer because that's like years ago was when that was going on. So I'll look into it, Justin, and I'll give you a text. Joseph says Shane was porking. A liar. Porking. Turtle King. "I used to be fooled by the balding beanie head. Tim Fool can kiss it." Yes, I agreed. Let's see. Maniacal Mary says, I just got here. What's going on? Just talking about all this crazy stuff with Tim Pool and Eliza Bleu. Eliza Hazel Eyes for Jay. Oh, for Jay, $1.99 for Jay. The Squid just wants you to know that you're the reason I went out Friday night and bought a PS5 so I could play Hogwarts Legacy. Also, I chose PS5 because I'm not happy with Xbox. Just doesn't have good quality. Hell yeah, man. I hope you're enjoying yourself. It's a really good game. It's a really good game. So I hope you're enjoying yourself. Captain Haruno, yo, Jeremy, how are you? Also, where's the beanie at? I don't wear beanies. I wear hats. But I don't know. Maybe if it gets to the point I have to meme this show that much, maybe I'll just rock a beanie for the hell of it. The meme never dies. Bean T, Trump 100. If DeSantis was legit, he'd have it as bad. I tend to agree with that, but I don't want to disrespect Ron DeSantis because I'm a big fan. Kat says, DeFango suing TimCast for defamation. Really? Okay. I got to look into that. I don't know much about the DeFango person. He responded to one of my tweets. Let's see. Mary says, did you see the YouTube Super Bowl promo? Already knew Bono was evil, but I don't know anyone who was genuinely freaked out by it. Just watch 15-second video. Don't bother with the 4-minute one. I saw the clip of Bono. I don't really understand this fascination with Bono and YouTube. I know they've been around forever, but like Bono gets treated like he's a fucking world leader everywhere he goes. Like they roll red carpets out for him. It's really strange. It's really strange. I know there's a lot of YouTube fans, so that's cool. But yeah, it is what it is. So, let me see. I'll look at that though. Terrell says, hey brother, I got that one. Steph Wilson, did you watch Prime Time with Alex Stein? What do you think of his crazy style? Well, I know Alex. I love Alex. He's great. I just watched the first few minutes of his new show. I did comment on it and I will be watching it so I can check it out. But yeah, I'm a big fan. Big fan. Velo, I think I said that. Has become a new member. Thank you. I have no idea how to pronounce this name, but it's Berserker is the last name. $10. Jeremy, I respect you and everything and everyone in the space does for your authenticity. So hail. Now, could you do me a favor? Since there have been more than enough soups, can I get an amen? Jeremy Osteen has been very happy with the success of Cobra Cast IRL. Jeremy Osteen loves him some super chats, and this has been a good super chat show. Jeremy Osteen was previously looking into TimCast IRL, but they've made some really crucial sins in the past few days. So Cobra Cast IRL has been blessed with the super chats, and the super chats have been blessing us, and all the world is in a good place. Wamen. Wamen. There we go. All right. Guys got me doing old school shit, man. Catherine Gillen says Shane has a crush on Eliza, who did the op-ed. Very poor reporting, to be honest. Absolutely very poor. Kimberly, hail Jeremy, and good morning from across the pond. Love your videos, and thanks for keeping it real and honest. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Appreciate that. Krista Joe, why aren't you wearing a beanie? I feel the grift isn't in full effect until you wear one. Z-Car needs to be part of your plushie. Cancel Jeremy's new show. Sadly, the Z-Car is no more. I sold it. I sold the Z-Car. I did. I sold the Z-Car. Yep. I've had it for a long time. I love the Z-Car, but it's time to sell it and get something else. So, yeah. I had 2 Z-Cars, sold both of them. So, I'll inform you guys on what the next ride's going to be, though. So, the problem with the Z-Car, and for people that know this, like, so I had a 91 twin turbo 300ZX. Phenomenal car. Phenomenal car. If you're a car guy, my God, working on a Z-Car is a nightmare. It's a nightmare. These things are so difficult to work on. It's impossible. So, yeah, it's gonna be. I'll have an update for you soon. What up, Quarter Black QBG in the house? Chat. Would you like to see Quarter Black Garrett on a future episode of Cobra Cast IRL? Chat. Would you like to see QBG on Cobra Cast IRL? You say the word, and we're going to make that happen in the very near future. Darren Bennett, President Trump never backs down and kicks serious ass. I'll be 56 years old March 9th. I grew up during the amazing President Ronald Reagan presidency. 80s was the best time. Cobra Cast IRL. By the way, my birthday is March the 8th. Darren, yours is March the 9th. Mine is March the 8th. So that is my birthday. Nice. Holy shit. Waylo, 50. You win 50 points and a sub for recognizing Bulgaria. Gary's always Belacian pesos proper money. Can't wait for the meetup of F&T in UK. Are the dates set for it? Not yet, but me and Gary have been talking about that. And I do appreciate your 50 Bulgarian super chat. Freaking Gary. Hey, me and Gary butcher different stuff. Okay, that's my bro. That's my bro. Always gonna be my bro. So, the Squid, and thank you so much for becoming a member and just being here. Really, really awesome. The Squid, I'm 19 hours into Hogwarts Legacy. Love it so far. Also, I want to thank you for introducing me to Nerdrotic and Friday Night Tights. I would have never heard of Gary had you not mentioned him a few years back. Thank you. He's a fucking rock star. He's the best. He's a great friend, and I'm so happy to see him succeed, man. It's been a wild ride to watch it. Darren Bennett, men who wear hats, others. Wait, hang on. Men wear hats, others wear beanies. Rock on. Miguel says, "Hey Jeremy, I would love to hear your opinion on Letterkenny and its spinoff Shoresy. To all those in the chat are having a few tonight. Cheers. Take a swig of swill for the working man." I'll take the swig of water. I don't know anything about Letterkenny and its spinoff, but I can look into it. Yeah, I don't know. I can look into that. And thank you, Miguel, and thank you to giving the shout out to the chat. Okay, now check this out. You guys probably have to have some type of idea as to what type of vehicle I'm going to be looking for. It's in my name. Okay. So I'll be looking towards probably a Mustang, probably a 5.0, probably Shelby. I mean, come on, you know? So probably that. We'll see. But let's see. Jen Anderson, first time live. Jeremy, ready, super chats. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Glad you're here. Yeah, man, come on. You know, it's the only way to do it. So, holy crap, man. We still have almost you guys, we peaked at like 3,500 people tonight. We peaked at like 3,500 people. That's insane. Johnny the Whiz Kid, I am able to request you check out a video. Ever heard of Heavy Duty County? Biden wants to take our guns. Sorry, hiccups. Biden wants to take our guns away. So search HDC. Can they take our guns? Give you your 2 cents. It's 5 minutes long and humorous. Knowing you shot guns. I think you'll like this guy. I'll have to do that another time because I still have some supers I have to read over here on the Rumble Rant side. And plus for 5 minutes, that's just going to take 30 or 40 to get through probably. Johnny the Whiz Kid said that on Rumble as well. So thank you. I got that one. And I think I'm caught up on Rumble Rants over there. We've got a hunt. So if you guys are not following me on Rumble, highly appreciate you guys doing that. If you're interested, let me drop a link to my Rumble channel. Right here. Copy. And right there. Boom. There's my Rumble video right now. Krista Joe, as long as you get a bigger car than Jay or Dan Vask, you'll be okay. Swig of water for you possibly eating like an adult someday. Hashtag Chicky Nuggies. Thank you. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out though for sure. Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up. The third episode of Cobra Cast IRL is complete. You guys, this show has gotten bigger every single show so far. That's insane. I would have never imagined that this meme would be what it's become. And here we are. I hope you enjoy it. If you want to, leave some comments in the chat after the fact. Give me some feedback. Tell me what you want to see. Give me some ideas for future episodes or what you want to see this show kind of become. I do think that we have enough panel shows that I'm part of, so I do think that this needs to stay more centrally focused on me, but obviously I would love to have guests on and have people on from time to time, have discussions, things like that. I think that that's the thing we need to do. And so, and for those that are wondering, you know, you have the chat. It takes a while for the live chat to populate afterwards sometimes. So some people's like, oh, where's the live chat? Sometimes it takes hours for it to populate. So you just got to be patient on that. But yeah, give me your feedback. Let me know what you think. Christopher Gonzalez, give your best solo Lost Money outro with F Disney at the end. Missed those since the Naughty Dog days. Absolutely. Definitely will. And yeah, and I'm trying to read all your chats right now. As we do normally, tell me where you're watching from. I love hearing it. I hope I didn't miss any super chats. If I did, I apologize. Please let me know. And I'll try to follow up. But you guys have been amazing as always. It's crazy, this thing we got going. So tell me where you're from. I'll do my outro and we'll call it a night. So we got Minnesota, Germany, Wisconsin, Vegas, Kentucky, Montana, Minthant. Check your Twitter DMs. Will do. Netherlands, Idaho, Alabama, California, Wisconsin, watching from Vegas, Hawaii, Indiana, Tennessee, Germany, New Zealand. Say hey to Abs for me. Orlando, Oregon, Texas, Tampa, Myrtle Beach, London, South Carolina, San Antonio. We got Oklahoma, Wyoming, Portugal represent, Minnesota, Australia, Virginia, Washington, Puerto Rico. Let's see, PA, the state of brain dead voters, Nolans, Arkansas, Michigan, Sacramento, Brownsville, Delaware, Washington, SoCal, North Carolina, Iowa, South Africa. he said, oh, God damn it. Oh, that's funny. You guys are the best. I love you guys. I appreciate it. And just remember, solo Lost Money. Raylos are weird. Fuck Disney, fuck Lucasfilm, fuck Star Wars, fuck Naughty Dog, and we will talk to you later. There, I gave all of it to you. Let me give it to you the right way, though, okay? All right, so it's solo Lost Money. Raylos are weird. Fuck Disney, and we will talk to you later. That's the end right there. Okay, guys, I appreciate it. I love you all. Appreciate you all. We'll have another Cobra Cast IRL very soon, probably tomorrow after Mario Kart. I'm going to be tired, but you're all worth it, so we will make it happen. Right there, Darren says from Johnson City, Tennessee, living in the Philippines. That's what's up right there. I will leave you with a shot of Eliza Bleu, Tim Pool, and Shane Cashman. Damn! Good night, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye.